Hey, everybody, what's going on? Thank you for joining me. What's going on? I'm back. Hey, Queen Diva. Queen Diva is en route. Thank you, Regina. Thank you, Guy. I love Regina, my awesome mod, her and Queen Diva, and the rest of the queens. I appreciate them so much. I just want to say hello from Redbone. I told y'all Redbone is still with me, baby. She'll be back, but she is with me. Mama Lola, I hope you're doing well. Thanks for the cash apps that I received. I greatly appreciate everyone who comes down here to support me. No one is taken for granted, whether they pay or not. You know, whether you cash app me. Hey, just Andrea, baby. You all are very, very much appreciated over here. You are the reason why I'm here. Now, today is going to get a little messy. Hey, Joshua. Happy New Year's, baby. It's going to get a little messy because I'm going to tell the truth because I don't know why these people sugarcoating things, but I'm not going to sugarcoat it. You know, I stand alone. I stand alone. That's a good thing that I don't run in a pack or with a gang that I'm afraid to say what I have to say, and whatever happens, happens. Let me just say this too. StreamYard been giving me a fit. I don't know what's going on with my cable box. Yes, my bill is paid. Absolutely, every bill I owe is paid. Thank you, Jesus. Right? But I don't know why these people sugarcoat stuff and why they keep asking the quote OGs and why we having all these panels. I had a conversation the other day with two ladies that I adore, Jess, Andrea, and of course, Monty is my baby girl. And I felt some type of way when I logged off and I had to think about it. Now, Diva always tell me go back and watch my chat. I don't really watch the chat. I should do that. Sometime I replay my video, but that's another thing. Hey, Roxy, baby. So anywho, I heard the exchange and I felt that there was passion coming from Monty. And then I remembered some things. See, I know just Andrea, you know, for a while too. And so I remember some things had taken place and maybe that's why that exchange was so tense that day. But again, I admire both ladies. I'm good with both ladies, so we ain't gonna take that way. But why they sugarcoating this stuff? You know, as far as they don't know if the B sector is dead, is the B sector dead? If the B sector ain't dead, should we rename the B sector? Da 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 da. I'm kind of sick of hearing it. So today I'm gonna tell the truth because they don't want to tell the truth. They know why the beef sector is dying or they not having as many beefs. A lot of them are tired of beefing with the same people. I'm tired of them beefing with the same people as well. So they don't want to beef anymore. But, you know, it's the support. It's the support, y'all. Cut the bullshit. Stop lying. You guys just don't want to call it what it is. It's the support. It's a triangle over here. And they say they gatekeepers, right? So I believe to a certain extent they are. And what they do is if you don't get along to go along, they block you out. Just stop the BS. It is what it is. That's what it is. So they block people. If you don't get down with their crowd or whatever, or you don't kiss behind, they block people. And that frustrates people sometimes. People who want to beef, and some people don't want to beef. Now, I'm not a beef. I've said it from day one. Hey, I don't beef. So it's sometimes difficult for me to come down here and say, y'all get out there and scrap. Yeah, let's fight. Let's scratch, whatever they call. Because they say, well, you're not beefing. Why are you telling us to beef? But that's the sector that we all are in. And that's what people enjoyed was really the dragging, the gagging, the roasting, you know, the beefing. That's what they here for, the drama. So if you don't do drama, you really don't get much play. And I don't know why people don't understand it. If you don't kiss certain butts, you don't get a lot of play. It is what it is. Stop sugarcoating it like you're confused on why these people, why the B sector is, what they call dead. I don't think it's dead. I think the OGs, a lot of people have, to me, from observation, you could jump down here and tell me different. I think people lost respect for the OGs, for the ones that they call the gatekeepers and the OGs. And once that respect has been lost, then they feel some type of way. So they figure they don't want to beef with these people no more, because you got youngins out here. You got youngins out here running the street, and they running wild, and you guys can't control them. And because you can't control them, they allow other people to disrespect you, and you feel some kind of way. And so what happens is you ride with the ones that respect you, who continue to show you respect. And some OGs come on here and do their thing, and it doesn't matter who respects them or not, because they get the numbers, because they just that good at what they do. They content creators. But I've seen a lot of respect loss here. And I think, for me, from my observation, again, my perspective, they feel some type of way. They feel some type of way, and they figure, hey, they have paved this way for these people, and now this is the thank you that they get. They allow people on their platforms to completely dog them out. And to me, that's a level of disrespect. And I believe they feel some kind of way. And they feel, to a certain extent, y'all not gonna like this, they feel defeated, deflated. You took the wind out of them, because now you don't respect them. So you got a lot of other people that don't respect them. They look at it that way. And they're not willing to get back out here and deliver the content they used to deliver, as far as beefing with each other. They're tired. They're tired of beefing with each other. But then I'm a little confused, because I had a conversation on a platform a week or so ago about New Blood. See, they merged. They did this merge thing. Everybody's happy to merge, and they excited. And some people aren't happy. Let me take my breaks ago. Some people aren't happy that they merged, but I can't tell, because they're going over to other sectors and they doing their thing over there. So I don't know if this sector now is just really afraid, and I'm gonna say that, afraid of the new blood, because they built a little different. They pull up and they do all this crazy stuff. Hey, Lisa. So I don't know if they just really afraid to beef with those people, because the beef is here. Just as if they're the beef sector. You guys go over there. You could bring them back over here. You start a beef with them over there. Now, they were called several times. People was called over there to beef, and they declined to beef with them. So they're just trying to keep it, again, in this triangulation, because they're not trying to really branch out. They may visit over there, but they're really not trying to get into no beef over there, because I believe that they are a different breed of people, and they're afraid to beef with them. Hey, baby girl, what's going on? So I think that's what it is. I think the OGs are tired, because no one respects them now. No one cares about a gate. No one cares about an OG status. It seems like no one cares about respecting them. Yes, they have paved the way, and you give homage to those people, and you give them, their fair justice. They do what's due to them, because they paved the way. But it's a new breed, and they're afraid to let the new breed in. And so the new breed of people is saying, well, like, ain't nothing really popping over here. Let me go somewhere else. Even the old people over here are going somewhere else, so they could get that drama, that beef, because they tired of this triangulation over here. And people don't want to call it like it is. I heard Food Junkie up on James's platform. I heard Kwani. I heard Rita. I heard all those people try to figure out what's going on. You don't have to figure out what's going on. You know what's going on. You just ain't calling a spade a spade. You already know that if you're not part of a get along, go along gang here, you just ain't gonna make it a lot of times, unless you just say, muck it, I'm getting out here and I do my thing. you get so caught up on, well, it seems like they only push the people who they hang around. That's a fact, y'all. Stop the bullshit. Stop pretending like you don't see it. Because Ray Charles could see. They push the people who supports them, every day, all day, whether it's Cash App, Super Chat, or just in their clouds making their self-presence. I spoke about that. When you're trying to do something new and you're trying to network and branch out, you have to make yourself present. And so they make their present in who with these particular content creators. So they're being accepted. So they'll shout them out, they'll share them out, they'll follow them, and that's what it is in a nutshell. Stop the bullshit. Y'all see it, you just not saying it. The OGs have somewhat stepped back, or they've dried up because they don't want to do no fighting anymore, because the youngins and there's new blood here, and they really don't see where the new blood is coming from, because there's a level of disrespect there. And now that they feel some sort of way, they're just backing up. Everybody's saying they doing something different. That's a fact of the matter, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. People are upset. And again, I'm gonna say this, and I say it all the time. If you're not a part of the get along, what they call it, the get along to go along gang, you don't get no help. You don't get support. And people try to act like they don't see that, but you have to see it. You have to see how everybody moves in a unit over here. Stop faking, stop fronting, stop sugarcoat, and tell the truth. They move in a unit. And so that deters people, especially people who feel as though, hey, I'm out here making content. Why can't people support me? And yes, you can support who you want to. You could pay your money to who you want to. Nobody's saying that. I'm just saying, don't pretend like you people don't see what's happening. Stop holding these meetings or whatever it is and trying to figure it out. That's right there. That's it. That's it in a nutshell. You guys don't like them. They don't come up under you. They don't rock with you as much as a lot of other people do. And you guys don't share or shout them out or support them. You don't get yeah, it's possible, Miss Cruiser, but come on. We're not going to act like we blind to it, Miss Cruiser. And the reason why you may not see it, and I mean, this is nothing to, the reason why you may see it, because you're part of them. And when I say part of them, you're in that crowd. You hang with that crowd. You hang with that group. And it is possible that you all have gotten some type of YouTube ship, friendship, behind the scenes ship, or whatever you want to call it. But you are part of that crew. You've been there for a long time, supporting the very people who they call the gatekeepers too. So when you came live, a lot of people knew you, Cruiser. A lot of people supported you because you support them. You support them. But do you have to hang around somebody every day for them to support you as a whole, as a new content creator coming on the scene? Do you have to do that? Yeah, basically that's what it looks like. If you're not kissing behind, if you're not jumping in the chats, jumping on panels, then and going along with whatever goes on, the fake beefs, the behind the scenes, because a lot of this stuff is created behind the scenes. Don't be fooled. If you're not part of that crowd, you don't get to play. You just don't get to play around here. And I don't want people to pretend like they don't see it, and they asking, well, what can we do? What can we do to get the beef sector back beefing? What can we do to keep the people over here? Why are we going to, why? Because you guys have allowed people to take over, blackball people, cast people out, black people out, not support people. That's just what happens over here. Everybody see it. I believe so. Yeah, I believe so, Miss Cruiser. Did they support me because I hung with them, or because I was fighting Jay Wilson on a big story about Juicycation? Because honestly, no, Cruiser, they were supporting you. When you hit live, baby, you had that support. You had that support, sweetheart. You have been fighting juicycation. That's just happened. No, these people supported you when you hit live, to include myself, because I had seen you around. I had seen you over on the bigger people platforms. I have seen you get into scuffles. Then you start making yourself more noticeable. You start going on to platform cussing folks sometime. And we was like, damn, Cruiser bringing the heat. Cruiser bringing the heat, and so we start getting more familiar with you. And so when you started your channel, that same crew that you ran with, they shifted over to you, Miss Cruiser, and they support you. They support you. I don't know about your other videos, sweetheart. I'm just, you know what, Miss Cruiser, I'm just stating facts, what I see. Now I could be wrong, but I doubt it, because I see what's going on. I see how they shut people down, how they send out fucking dog whistles, and then people don't support those people because they have a problem. That's what goes on here. That's why the beef sector growth is stunted. That's why people are going other places to find drama. That's why, because you all have shut so many people out over here. You had Rita. They say Rita was calling for people to beef with her. Did nobody want to beef with her? Reed, she's calling for people to answer some of the stuff. Don't nobody want to beef with Reed. You got the lady over there in Virginia who was over here trying to get back over here and create the beef over here and keep it going. Did nobody want to beef with her? You got new people who came over here who wanted to beef. We don't want to beef with them. They don't accept the gay people. No, Miss T, they somebody different. You want the drama, but you want to keep it in a little small spot. And so when people who hang with particular people go live or they get new channels, everybody flock over there because of why? That's the bulk of the support, y'all. Stop sugarcoating it. Just say what it is. Just say what it is. I don't know why people are lying and alibying and trying to pretend like they don't see this shit for what it is. It is what it is. You have to kiss behind for real to get people to support you. You have to give cash apps and super chats for people to support you. You can't just come out here and do your thing. It's people who will go back and forth with you, but you don't want them to go back and forth because they ain't kissed your behind. They just out here trying to do their own thing. You guys, one thing I hate fake and phony people. And I know people think I'm phony, but that's okay. I know who Mz.Teavalocity is. You guys are full of shit. You know exactly what's going on down here. You don't have to figure it out. You see the triangulation. And people are quick to say, oh, well, I ain't trying to stop nobody from going live. Y'all go out there and go live. Soon people get good and get numbers. You guys start talking about them, bashing them, downplaying their success, their little success. Everybody gets a turn. Remember that? Everybody gets a turn. And so why, when it's their turn, you guys send out those dog whistles? I'm telling you, I see it. I know it. I can see it just as plain as day. Stevie Wonder could see it and he's blind. It's bull crap. That's what y'all do over here. And like I said, now y'all got these youngins coming up and some of them don't want to beef, but they have content. They just saying, hey, just give me a shot. I just want to do my content, good content. But y'all don't want to support that. And not because it's not drama. Cut the bullshit out. It's not because it's not drama. It's because they haven't rode y'all coattails. They haven't kissed y'all behinds. They haven't got into that triangulation. And so y'all shut them out. Y'all make sure y'all get behind the scenes and say, don't share out Frim New York. Don't share out Ray Black. Don't share out so-and-so. They don't come over here. They don't come over here. They ain't kissing our butt. They ain't jumping on our panel. If they ain't on our panel, we ain't going on their panel. You hear all kinds of dog whistles down here. Ain't nobody stupid. I will hope we all was kind of educated to understand that. Hey, just my thought. Good to see you. So you got people who's a little frustrated now. And they don't want to support the heavy hitters no more. And they do support them to a certain extent. But then again, it's the same people. You get the same people. You're not really getting anyone new because other people are trying to branch out on their own. And when they go elsewhere and they branch out on their own, you guys talk about that. You don't like it. But they brought beef over here. They brought something new. You guys just didn't want to answer. You didn't want to answer. It's people calling y'all out over there in the other sectors. You don't want to answer because you just want to keep it in this triangulation. You want to keep it safe. You just want to be safe with the people you know. You familiar. You don't want to leave your familiar territory because you're afraid to see what would really happen. So when people do their thing over here, you guys downplay them. Or you throw dog whistles out. Oh, I don't mess with so-and-so. Oh, I don't go over there. Y'all could go over there. Knowing that you guys move as a unit. It is what it is. Stop the bullshit. Stop it. It is what it is. Everybody could see that. It doesn't take anything for us to go somewhere and get somebody to 1,000 and say, hey, you on your own. You guys just don't even want to do that because you don't want no fresh new faces over here. You don't want nobody to come up and surpass you. That's why you don't shout them out. You're afraid they're going to surpass you. You're afraid that people going to look at them and like their content. So you don't even want to see them grow. You don't even want to help them grow. They're not asking for much. They just say, hey, get me to my 1,000. Get me to my 1,000. Then let me do my thing. You don't even want to do that. We don't even want to do that as a people. And I felt where Monty was coming from the other day. I really did. I had to sit back and just make sure I soaked it all up. I felt where she was coming from. I see where other content creators come from. This girl ain't got shit about beefing, really. The only time they support Tisa is when she beef. Got a hell of a channel. She may be branching out somewhere else. Got a heck of a channel. Would have been bad to be in one of these contests, but people shut you out. They really don't want you to flourish over here. Y'all stop it. Stop playing like you guessing something. You know exactly what's going on here. You guys start giving people these labels and they live up to it. And you got these new content creators, you know, like, well, I'm not going to kiss nobody, but I just want to do my content. Or why do I have to jump on somebody's platform? Why do I always got to kiss somebody? Why I always got to be in their chat? Y'all know what to give. Don't, you know what it is. You can tell all in the commentary they give. It start changing depending on who starts supporting them. Exactly. I already know, baby. It was done to me. It was done to me. But the only reason why I survived over here, because I refused to let people tell me where to go, what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. I refuse to join an alliance. And that's what it is. If you don't join their alliance, they are not going to support you. And if you start to grow, they're going to start throwing dog whistles, blowing dog whistles at you. People ain't stupid. They know what that means when you say, oh, y'all could go over there. Y'all could go ahead over there. Yeah, I don't support her. I don't fuck with her. I don't do her. And then, you know, your people want to know, well, what happened? Why you don't do her? You never come and say, you never really break it down why you don't support somebody. You know why? You just don't want them to grow. You scared they going to surpass you. You afraid. So you just sit right there and y'all just stay in that little triangulation. I'm not bothered. I'm not fooled. I see what's going on. But Miss T, a lot of content creators that used to fight alienated themselves and their supporters, and now they want back in. Exactly. I get that. I get that, Brooks Damage here. I get that. But what I'm saying you guys sitting down here pretending like y'all don't see the shit that's going on. And I said that I guess I have to be the one to call it out. And the reason why I really hesitated to call it out, because I tell y'all from day one, I'm not a beefer. I'm not a beefer. I'm not going to get down here and drag and gag and roast and all that and dox and talk about people, kids, and mother. I'm not doing that. That's not my place. That's not in me. That's not who I am. So I said, well, you may have a hard time bringing a message. Then I said, nope, just bring it anyway. Y'all already see what it's hitting for. Stop faking. Stop faking. Y'all already see. Y'all see that if you're not part of this triangulation, if you haven't been around certain people and you don't kiss certain people asses, they're not going to fool with you. They're not going to even help you get to 1,000. Now, once you get to your 1,000, you're on your own. You are on your own. You have to hold a crowd. Now, whatever content you're going to deliver, you have to do that on your own. But no, the beef sector is not the beef sector anymore, because you guys killed the beef sector with y'all triangulation. Y'all killed the beef sector with beefing with the same people back and forth, back and forth. You guys killed the beef sector by saying that they gatekeepers here. You have to go through this person and go through that person. People don't want to do that shit. Why should I have to go through somebody because they've been over the beef sector? Who are you to tell me that I'm not beef sector or I am beef sector? That's just the name, you guys. It's just the name. Everybody in here has a YouTube channel. If they wanted to start their channel, they just have to come on and start their channels. But you make it very hard. You guys make it very hard because they see it. They see where the 400 and 500, people are at. If you guys could get down here and name me 4 or 5 content creators, 4 or 5 content creators that stand on their own, get 4 or 5 people in their chat. If you could name me that, I'll cash app you $100. 4 or 5 people who stand on their own, not in no triangulation, but who's doing content on their own that gets 400 and 500 people in their chat. Tell me. You guys could drop it in the chat. I bet you can. You only could say Ness. And let me tell you something about that. Ness was with those very people too when she started out. Don't forget that. But she just knew to branch out on her own and do her content, and she's holding her people over there. But you got people who's complaining about that. You don't want people to grow. Just be honest. You don't want people to grow. So you don't want the beef sector no more. Now, that's the truth. That's the truth. And if y'all can't see the facts, then something's wrong with you. Something wrong. Nobody dropped in here 5 content creators that stood on their own. You can't. Now I'm gonna say me. I'll say myself. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not aligned with anybody. I called it from the beginning. I wasn't going to be aligned with anyone. I was just going to do my thing over here. But everybody knows that I don't beef. So they know me for me. They know I come down here, do my little commentary and go on about my business. They know I don't do the panels. That's just me. So you respect me for me. Cruiser, I hope I didn't run you away, baby. But anyway, yeah, so laugh a lot. Fem, who in the freshman class? Okay, so they had the freshman class. Some of those young ladies don't want to beef. They just want to come down here and do their content. But again, dog whistles was blown on them. So no one really goes over there and support them. And so I have not really talked to the freshman class or oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you feel sucker punch, baby. Just listen to the content. I didn't sucker punch you. Stop it, Cruiser. It's not a sucker. No. It's not a sucker punch, Cruiser. It's just the truth. You support over there. Think about what I'm saying, Miss Cruiser. This is not a sucker punch, y'all. Let me talk to Miss Cruiser right quick. Never will I do that, baby. I'm just speaking facts. You support over there heavy, Miss Cruiser, in the triangulation, the people who's popular over here. Let's say that. Let's say it like that. You support heavy, so they respect that. So in return, they support you. But had you not been over there, Cruiser, with the people who have the most views and who has that triangulation, Miss Cruiser, you probably would have been struggling to grow, just like me. I'm struggling to grow. I'm just now getting probably 70 or 80 people in my chat. So that's not a sucker punch, baby. That's a reality. And I know you see it, Miss Cruiser. If you be honest with yourself, you see it. You see it, Miss Cruiser. You know? So that wasn't no sucker punch to you. Calm down, Miss Cruiser. You know I support you. So I come from YouTube. How you get to sectors, I don't know, because YouTube, I'm just saying they call it sectors. But anywho, so Ness is over there holding her own. She went back and forth with Pizarro, but think about where Ness came from. Ness came from over really with Pizarro and them. She was here a long time ago. But then when she came back, she started dibbing and dabbing with Miss Pizarro. Then she started beefing with Miss Pizarro. So again, people start liking Ness and start going over to Ness. And now she's over there doing her thing. She's by herself. She's not new. She's not new, baby. She's not new. But I mean, she's over there doing her thing. Yeah, James stands alone. Yeah, he do his thing. You guys don't get it twisted what I'm saying. You guys know exactly what I'm saying. You know exactly what I'm saying. And I don't think you always have to come on here and beef or cuss somebody out. I don't know how they label you. Who's a beef sector, who's adjacent, who's just friends, who we invited in, who we put out on the. You guys see what I'm saying? When you get behind the scenes and you work in a unit like that, you can hold on. Go ahead. When you work in a unit like that, you get further here, it seems like. You guys, I don't know why everybody pretend like they don't see it, you know, but we all see it. They just ain't calling it. I don't know why they ain't calling it now. And I'm gonna tell you something too, what I'm gonna touch on too. If this wasn't about them being friends and doing an alliance thing, and the new name fits them, the frenemy zone or something like that. If it wasn't about that, why when they had those two fallouts a couple of weeks ago, they didn't allow that organic beef to pop off? Why didn't the organic beef Pop off? Why didn't Fate Yaya and D Spot continue to go at it? Why did Pizarro and Miss Nika, Lady Nika, continue to go at it? Because they friends, they have to keep an alliance. It is what it is. Not so much because they like each other, probably because they do, but they in that triangulation. They in the triangulation, y'all. Just don't get it twisted. Right. Because if it was natural beef, the way they say, oh, we used to have organic beef, like it popped off with Rick Reed and Yusef, that was organic. That was organic, right? They allow that to happen. But when it popped off with their people, they stunted that shit. They stunted that growth real quick. Real quick. They didn't even allow it to go on. So is it authentic or is it authentic, or is it a play? Like, do they make sure they stay close together? But when one run rogues, it tends to be a problem. And is one of them over there that serious do their thing, seriously do her thing, and she don't give a damn. So to them, she's running rogue sometimes, and you can't control that. But why wasn't that authentic? Why we didn't let that happen? Why they didn't let that happen? I don't care whether you friends, because everybody on here is friends. It seemed like they talk about each other and then they get back together. They have this person on their platform talk about them. They go away for a couple of days. They go from this person platform to the ops person platform. Then you have them back on your. So it's just like a friend zone here now. So there's no organic beef here. So if you're a content creator, you just gonna have to get it the best way you get it. But don't act like you don't see what's going on. Just please don't act like you don't see what's going on, because it's definitely going on. I do have a lot of respect for good content and conversation. Cruiser, I stand with you. What did Cruiser say? No, I'm very serious. I have supported folks for real. Yeah, you do. I go there because they keep me awoke while I work. No, Cruiser, I'm saying, no. Listen to what I'm saying. I spoke about it the other day when I had Andrea. She's still around, y'all. Andrea used to be my mod, right? She just decided to not do YouTube. So Anyway, she used to tell me, Cruiser, this is what I'm saying. You're saying what I'm saying. You have to go places, Mz.Teavalocity. Go in other sectors. Make yourself available. Drop down on the chat. Drop down the chat. Super chat them every now and then so they could see you. That's what I mean. You all do that. You all did that. And so they were familiar with you and they liked you. You got on their platforms. They like you. This is where you hang out at. So they don't mind supporting you. But what about the people who don't want to Cash App, Super Chat, jump on the platforms or hang in their chat every day and they grow in channels, but they have supported them? Some of these people have supported the very same content creator, but they won't shout them out. They won't help them get to 1,000. Now, y'all don't owe a shit. Don't get it wrong, because I could hear that coming too. We don't owe nobody nothing. We could shout out who we want. We could, do the... That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that they have formed a unit here, a triangulation here, and it's hard for people to be new here and create content, because if they don't want to bring the drama, or if they do want to be the drama, if they not in that triangulation, they don't get played. Come on, y'all gotta see this shit. This ain't just only me. Cruz, you got fully accepted in the clique when you came at Pastor. Exactly, you gotta. So to a certain degree, Cruiser came at Pastor. I remember all that, Pastor, her and Pastor. But I'm talking about before that, Cruiser. I ain't talking about before the juicycation. I'm talking about before that. We were already supporting you. You had a channel, Cruiser. We were supporting you. I get it. I get it that it's hard to just really be truthful here and people just accept it for what it is. But I get that, because first of all, I don't want it to sound like I'm beating on anyone. I'm not talking to you, Cruiser, directly. You keep inserting yourself like I didn't do it. No. Baby, I'm not talking to you directly. I'm talking about the beef sector in whole. If we want to deal with reality, we have to be honest with ourselves. If you want the beef sector back, you have to let the new blood in. If you're merging, you got to let those people come over here too, like you go over there. I believe some of the people over here, just by what I hear, support more of the people over there than they support the people over here. What kind of bullshit is that? You got a sector that you say you're a part of. People say you're a part of the sector, and y'all go over there and support somebody else. What kind of shit is that? There are people who want to watch other channels, but when they don't go live, the only option are those who... Okay, you got a good point, Brooke. You got a good point. Cruiser not new either, and she had the cruise that helped launch her numbers. Okay, I get that. Again, we're not pointing out Miss Cruiser. She was the only one who just said something, and I just replied to. No, y'all. Let's not pin it on one person. You guys don't have to be honest with yourself, but I'm going to be honest with myself. I see what's going on. And you guys are wondering why nobody want to beef over here, why nobody want to come over here, why you don't have the new blood. This ain't about Cruiser. Leave Miss Cruiser out of it. This is just in general. Why you can't get support over here, because you're not part of the unit and how it's moving over here. And see, you have had people say you have to go through certain people to get here. I don't see why. When it's YouTube. I don't see gates. I don't see any locks. I don't see anything. I just see people coming on here wanting to do content, no matter what area of YouTube they in. So why do you have to go through somebody else? Why is that even said over here? To deter people. How about they don't like the people that you name and that they have to go through? Who gives people the right to name people? I don't understand that. I'm just saying that there's a unit that moves here, and if you don't support that unit, you don't get to support. They did get a little excited when Cruiser for Jay Wilson. I did too. But see, I never liked him. So, folks, she was there. I got popular after the Cruise thing. Okay, Miss Cruiser. We support each other. The more you realize what is going on, you support those smaller content creators. That's true. I get that. And some people is upset when people walk away. If they walk away for whatever reason, because can't nobody kick you out of nowhere here, y'all. Come on. I mean, that sounds good. That sounds cute. They try to humiliate you with that or make you feel. Can't nobody kick me out of nowhere. The only thing I could do is end this live and go to hell a bit or wherever I want to go. But anytime I get ready to go anywhere, I do. Now I don't drop down in chats because I see where I'm not really welcome there. I could tell it. You can already tell, and that's why I said it's all part of the unit. If you don't move in that unit, you got people who just like sheep around here. They just fucking follow. They're not free thinkers. They pretend like they free thinkers, but they're not. They're not. They're not. But again, you as a content creator have to bring the content that people want to hear. It's not that they don't want to beef. If you would have gave them an opportunity to beef, they were beefing over there, but y'all wasn't supporting them. They had a little beef going back and forth when everybody left over from being mod somewhere else. The mod squad was over there beefing, but y'all didn't want to beef with them. Y'all wanted to shut them out because you don't want them to grow. Y'all don't want them to grow. That's what it is. Just be honest with y'all. So y'all so afraid that these youngins gonna come in here and they gonna do their thing, and you're not gonna be as popular as you are. But right now, the reason why you remain as popular as you are, most people, is because they move in a unit and because the new people probably have gotten frustrated. Okay. Thank you, man. I've been doing videos since 2009. Folks knew me, but my numbers grew due to the cruise. Oh, grew to the cruise. Okay, I'm not. I'm just telling the truth. It is. Is it popularity cruise, or is it more what Miss T speaking of? Like you were more embrace. Exactly. Thank you, Stephanie. I don't want to seem like Miss Cruiser. I just happened to say Cruiser because I knew and I saw her numbers grow. Hold on, y'all. Sorry, I'm way behind. Hey, Ronnie Q, what's happening, baby? Yes, Mixology. I love supporting smaller content creators, and I really try to. Ronnie Q, you wrote something. I support everyone that respect me as a supporter. Don't like that talking down to supporters. But that's what you know what? Again, you have the liberty. Who is JD? Who is JD? J Dunn. Hey, Ronnie Q, what's happening? So I'm behind y'all, and I gotta go. I gotta speed up. Y'all know I don't know how to do this shit. Y'all already know that. Brooke Damage here, child. The tactics are plain to see. Exactly, Ronnie Q. But they pretend like it's not. Now, what is they can ice me out, Miss Dive Miss T. Hey, baby, right, Cruiser? But I could drop the link. Y'all could definitely get on it too, because y'all know what I'm talking about. Here's my little rogue child. She just go rogue. Youngest, I see that as well too. I don't even know what y'all talking about because I'm so far behind. Pizza is kind of cultish now, just my opinion. Oh, somebody's saying that. Okay, I shared you out, Miss T. Well, I always support you and you always support me, Ronnie Q. That's nothing. That's one thing I do. And again, Ronnie Q, you did your thing, baby. You did your thing. And Ronnie Q could cuss and she could beef and all that. But some people don't want to do that. Let me drop this link because I think I'm so damn far behind. You guys, I can't even catch up. Charge it to my head and not to my heart. Y'all know I don't do this so I could read all these things. But y'all see where I'm coming from. I'm not trying to in, pick one person or two people. All I'm trying to say, you guys, all I'm trying to say is that is a unit here and they move together. And if you are not part of that unit, you won't get the support that you think you need unless you just stay here and truly dig and dig and dig and come on. You know, you got to cuss them out sometime and then you can just go back to being yourself. You know, but you got to cuss them out sometime, you know, because it is what it is, you know, but there's a unit here and they pretend like it. And so, you know what? Here's my answer. The beef sector killed them on their own selves. That's a fact. You guys shut everybody out. You didn't welcome the new beefs. You wanted to move in the unit. You tried to blackball people. You know, you sent out dog whistles. You did all you can do to shut people down over here. And when they grow, you don't want to see them grow. So you make sure you don't share their videos out. You don't talk about them. Don't say their name. I was somewhere the other day and I swear they was saying my name, saying my name. All you could hear is silence because they don't want you to say my name. And I got shamed for letting folks have a voice. You were shouting people out. So what made you stop? You were sharing people. You were shouting people out. You opened your platform to people. All of a sudden, you shut that down. Did you feel like you wasn't appreciated, Miss Pizarro? Because you damn sure was doing that a lot. A lot. You know? And I don't believe you one that they can control, but you already know what it gives too. So don't pretend like you don't. Hold on, baby girl. I see you back there. Hey now, hey now.
Hey, Mz.Teavalocity.
Go ahead.
You,
Take my
you
name.
know you know I'll be arguing. So hopefully I'm not being disruptive. I hope I'm not being disruptive.
Absolutely
Well,
not. I
and I
respect
don't
you
want you to
and
and
I
I don't want you
support
to think for 1 minute that I'm not hearing what
you.
you're saying.
Okay.
Um, uh, I don't, because I know that you got a network and likability. You ain't gonna just drop out here. You don't go to nobody's chat, and you're just supposed to be known because somebody. But I don't know whether a lot of people know, but I've been around this YouTube for 2018, very known. My name was a whole part of that with Bonnie Vaughn and that dude over there whose name I don't say over here because you call his name 3 times, he coming with the foolishness, and tied up in that. And then I've been doing videos since then, since 2019, doing videos weekly. Nobody ain't coming. Ain't nobody studying me. I've been knowing Bless. Me and Bless been knowing each other longer than Bless and Lady Nika's been knowing each other. Ain't nobody coming. Ain't nobody checking for me. Ain't nobody coming to see me, Otis. Ain't nobody's coming to see me. And then somebody in the chat, Stephanie Harden, said, "Well, because they don't like Jay Wilson." Not necessarily. It wasn't necessarily. It was because they was coming to see me and Jay Wilson fight. Now, I do acknowledge that they was coming to see a show. They was coming to see, a beef. People. This is how I know that people wasn't coming to my videos. Do you know that most of the people thought my last name was Cruiser? And I was doing videos under Miss Cruiser, and they didn't even realize that I was doing videos under Miss Cruiser because I like to cruise. They didn't even. A lot of people didn't even know. They knew of me for seeing me on panels. They knew of me from seeing me in chat, but them people weren't coming to see my videos.
So let me
So
ask you, Cruiser.
mhm.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go, Cruiser. I apologize.
until something happened, this whole cruise thing happened. I was so wrapped up in that because of me and Jay Wilson, and people finding out I helped them, blah blah blah. I was down at the cruise port, so then people started coming. But before that, I wasn't getting no numbers. They still sitting out there at barely 100. The ones previous to that, and I was doing videos. And I was over there on Lady Nika's chat, in Bless chat, all of these people chat that was keeping me entertained. And I wasn't over there supporting them for any other trying to go along to get along. I was over there because they were the ones that was live and was keeping me entertained and keeping me from falling asleep as I worked during the daytime. Simple as that.
But Cruiser, now I don't know. You could just answer or not. Don't let me put you on the spot, but I'm not shooting no shit. I'm not faking, I'm not sugarcoating nothing. Do you understand where I'm coming from to a certain extent, Cruiser? Don't tell. Do you see it, or is it just me?
I think I understand where you're coming from, but I think that you kind of have to be careful with it because you're giving people the impression that people are behind the scenes. Like I'm listening to you and I'm like, number one, I ain't paying nobody anything. I'm not a cash. I'm a cash apper to people. If you do something to make me laugh, people would be shocked to know that I can be beefing with someone or not cool with somebody, but if they make me give me a good hearted laugh, I cash app them. But to sit around and no, that's not me.
No, no,
Mm-mm,
no.
not me.
Because I,
I don't super chat.
okay, no,
I
no,
don't.
no.
And when I say people, like the people I cash app the most is probably Kimmy. Me and Kimmy don't even get along because she makes me laugh.
Okay.
Or
Cruiser.
Dubby, because Dubby won a bet because I told her she wasn't gonna get on that ship and she got on that ship. But as far as people don't get cash outs for me,
Okay,
people don't get super chats for me. So
Cruiser,
that's
hold.
one thing. And then the other thing you said was behind the scenes. Listen, and this is the thing. Can I be honest with you about the thing that kind of sucker punched me the most?
Yeah, let
I'm
me say.
like, I'm the person who be sharing folk out. I'll be sitting in my
I
chat and
know.
see, I'll tell people, hey, it's one day I was sitting there, I was like, it's 100 some odd people over here. T-Velocity is on. Let's all go over to T-Velocities.
I
I
was
wasn't saying
there.
that because I was a gatekeeper. I was saying that because you was live. I like your videos. They entertain me. I figured the people that I'm looking at, they're probably that they should check you out too. Boom, bam, bam. So I don't get into that whole game of,
You don't, Cruiser.
gatekeeping.
You don't. Hold on, Cruiser. You're taking it personal, baby girl. You did. I was there when you said, "Hey, Miss T Velocity Live, everybody go over there." You do. You do, Cruiser. But there is a network of people. There are people, you guys, please. There are people who behind the scenes talking, saying don't support certain people. Miss Pizarro used to share everybody out. All of a sudden she just stopped, and that's cool. That's not what I'm saying. You have to, we're not obligated to share anyone out, but what we are obligated to do, to me, as workers, if y'all want to call it, as workers, to help each other out, then you on your own. It's nothing wrong for me to say, Cruiser, if you were just, say for instance, Miss Cruiser, if you was just getting down, right, if you was just coming on, I see Cruiser everywhere. Y'all, she's starting the page. Could y'all please go over there and get Miss Cruiser to 1,000? Please, let's help her out. She's a new YouTuber. She's a new content creator. Let's get Miss, Cruiser to 1,000. Now it's on your own to hold 1,000 to deliver the content that make people come back. But it's no way in hell that you could tell me that people don't see, and I'm not talking about you don't take the money stuff out of. Is no way that people don't see what I'm talking about when I say that people get shut out and blackballed and blackout over here if they not part of the crew. That's the truth. This shit is so clicked up now that even they taking on their friends who used to be their enemies just to help them get ahead, to make sure that somebody else don't get ahead. Cruiser, I see it, baby, but it's
I see people who are friends support each other within a network. Yes, yes, I do see that. Yes, I most definitely see that. I support everybody, but I see people. I even support people. I call out folks I don't even like. If they videos good, I don't care. I don't get into it like that. But I think that regardless of how you get called out, how your channel start, because there are some people that hangs around the clique that you just named, and I'm not going to name them so I don't offend them. Their channel ain't going nowhere, and they done tried and tried and tried. Once you get the people to come over there, you got to keep the people. I mean, this is the part that offends me. It's as though we're robots and we're going to just follow what's popular. We're going to sit there and look at something that we don't necessarily want to look at because they're the clique. Once you get the people, you got to be able to maintain and entertain them and keep that crowd. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to keep the people coming. I mean, honestly, I thought by now my channel was going to dry up. I say that almost every live. I came on here to do the cruise thing, and I thought seriously by September it's going to dry up. Okay, by October it's going to dry up. Okay, by November it's going to dry up. I just thought it was because they come to see the cruise thing, and I really don't think, and I'm using myself as an example, and I shouldn't, but I really don't think it's because of any push my way. I just think that I would like to think that people are coming to hear, my commentary, all the little crap. And one more thing that I'm gonna get down that you said that I'm gonna get
no.
down.
You go ahead, do you go
When
ahead?
when when I started coming at people, people was real happy when everybody was cussing Cruiser out and treating Cruiser like a punk. And I was punked for years.
Mm-hmm,
And people were so happy about that. Because for those years, there were certain things going on in my personal life
mm-hmm.
that, you shut it down. I'm not in the position, but I was thinking in the back of my mind, I'm gonna get you. Oh, just wait, I'm gonna get you. Oh, and when mama ain't serving right there no more, I'm coming to get you.
Sorry,
So
dear.
guess what? I was now I'm free to now I'm free to say, and I don't get and them people were saying something to me, and they thought they were gonna have that quiet cruiser, and they got a little bit of cussing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I
yeah,
wasn't doing
girl,
that to
I was
please
shocked.
nobody. I was doing that because now I'm free to do it. You say something to me, I'm gonna say something back to
I
you
was
if I feel
shocked.
like it.
I was shocked when you was throwing them little cuss words around. But every now and then, you know, you just got to throw a couple of little cuss words down here. It seemed like to just get it going, And I'm not picking on you, and I'm not saying as if everybody's behind the scene cruiser. It's just a fact. It's like you almost, for me, but again, I tell you, this is my opinion, this is my perspective, and it is what it is. I just think that people need to stop playing the guessing game on why the B sector is not B sectoring that much, because it has died down. And I think it's very hard for you to survive over here if you're not part of a certain clique and crew. And I'm just going to be honest, but I respect what you say, because I know you probably not a paymaster. I know you probably not behind the scenes, but there are some behind the scenes telling people, you could just dog whistles, Miss Cruz. You know what dog whistles do. They do it in politics all the time, baby. And you up
Now,
there.
but do I talk behind the scene? I most certainly do. I talk. I talk to who I want to talk to. Like everybody else.
Okay.
But not no. Don't go over there. Or don't go over there, and all that. No, I ain't doing that. That to me, I can't even imagine that. But if people say it's going on, I guess it's going on. I ain't never seen it and heard it. People saying don't go to certain ones channel and all that. I think everybody's on mute except for me.
Mz.Teavalocity. I'm sorry. I was getting my
I was
grandson.
on mute too, and I'm talking. Go ahead.
Okay. So I think it's a little unfair to say everybody is with the get along game, because that's not fair. I have met other people and I have relationships with other people in other sectors, and that's how I ended up getting over my 1,000, because I have other relationships, just not only people in the B sector, other sectors, and they are good friends of mine. I have met them. We went to Vegas together, so it's like, I think it's unfair to say we all with the get along gang, because I just think this unfair. Is it are certain people that shit is happening? Yes, it is, but it's unfair to say we're all like with the get along gang. That's not fair. I think it's unfair. And I have relationship with people who I have built almost 4 years not in the B sector, that we all been on vacation together, other spaces. So I think it's unfair to say that we all with the get along game. Do I watch some other people? Yes, I do. Do they not support me? Yes, that's okay too. And that's my only point.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. You
Mhm.
know what? I didn't say everybody was going to see it my way,
Mhm.
but I do know that I've been here since 2000 and what? The late part of 18 Cruiser. I do remember you somewhat, but not to that extent. So I'm not going to lie. Andrea, I do remember you. You were under two other names or another name before just Andrea, right?
Mhm. Right.
So I remember you. I remember Bama Girl and all that. Y'all used to hang together. I think y'all kind of missing, maybe not, maybe not. Let me try to say this a different way.
Mhm.
There is some type of triangulation here, you
Yes,
guys.
yes, yes.
And
True. Mhm.
see, people are trying to figure out why people don't come out, why people don't, just go live on top of other. Let me tell you something. It's so congealed here that people move like a unit, that when you do go live, and see, to me, you know why I don't care that I only have 129 people and somebody might have 4 or 5, because people hit the replays, and I believe the replays pay you more. I believe
Mhm.
they do.
Mhm.
If you don't get cash apps, I don't get a lot of cash apps and super chats. So my replay, please make sure when y'all do the replay, watch the ads though, because that's what pay you, right? But we all have witnessed what I'm saying, Andrea, and
Oh
some
no,
people
no,
are.
I'm saying yes, that's true. I have heard content creators tell people to unsubscribe to people. Okay,
Thank you,
that shit is
thank
happening.
you,
That's not
thank
that's
you.
not no lie. But let me tell you something. And the other sectors that I have been in, they don't get down like that. Okay, I have seen that shit only in the fucking beef sector. That's how some of them
But
get.
you hit it on the head, Andrea.
Yes,
See, that's what I'm saying.
yes,
Stuff like that.
yes.
Unsubscribe. I
Mm-hmm,
don't fuck with that beat. Don't
mm-hmm,
go over there. If
yes.
y'all mess with Mz.Teavalocity, and I'm just using me, I'm not gonna F with y'all. So what happens? the people who they're congealed with, who may like me, don't want to go over there because they don't want that person who called me out or send that dog whistle out. Politicians do it all the time. And for some reason, it affects people. It affects people. We don't
And
want
I know that happened because that happened to me. I had someone, all of us know very well, to go into her membership and tell the folks that, they're not to speak my name and they're not to come to my channel or whatever, whatever. He told, and I said, whatever adults follow that in her chat, they some weak. Do they pay their own bills? Are they grown? Are they of sound mind? It's like you. So I don't want those type of people who go listen to another grown person tell them where to go in my channel in no way.
but
And then as she was telling them don't come to my channel, she was saying don't come because I'm a pick me. You telling the folks you telling the folks who to pick. You telling them not to pick me while calling me a pick me. Ain't that something?
I have heard another content creator tell another content creator who's a friend of mine to tell that person, if Andrea's over there, we're not coming over there. So that shit is happening. But that shit is happening. But I told my friend, look, I don't want to affect your channel. If that's the case, I won't come over to your channel. And we still friends today. We were on a cruise together. So that shit is happening. We know that shit is happening. But the thing is, we just went on about our business and let it happen. But that shit is happening. So yes, it's happening. People do that. And so I'm not gonna
I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna go down so I can listen some more to the
I'm not gonna be arguing with no motherfucking body no more. Okay, I'm too old. I'm not doing it. So if people doing it, unsubscribe. I don't care. And see, I don't make my money on YouTube.
Why should somebody say that though? But why if
Mz.Teavalocity is happening? It's happening. That other content creator was a friend of mine, and I told my friend, I said, "Hey, sis, if people don't like me on your channel, I won't come over, sis." And so that me and that girlfriend is still good friends.
Oh, okay.
And so I had, that's why I said I got relationships with people outside of YouTube. Right. With YouTube. And so the thing is, my thing is this. I have built relationships. I have other friends in other sectors. All I have to do, if I want to go live, I'll contact my other friends in other sectors and they'll put it on their community wall. That's how we get down.
Okay.
We have relationships that we talk every day. I have like almost 20 content creators that I know in other sectors that I'm good friends with. And so my thing is this, and you know who taught me that? A lady used to do a stream every Saturday morning, and she's not in a big sector, but she picked up the big sector, and she taught me building relationship in other areas would help your channel grow.
Exactly.
And so that's what I have learned. And I'm just saying that shit, like somebody telling unsubscribe because I know if someone was subscribing, that shit happened in the big sector to me.
But I'm just saying, so you know what, Andrea? To be honest, you're saying the same thing that I'm saying. You're saying the same thing I'm saying. Stuff like that happens.
Yes.
And unfortunately, you may say, like Miss Cruiser just said, I'm not behind the scenes with people, but there are people behind the scenes. How do you think that people get information what other people say they pass behind us? You think these people ain't sitting up watching and then talk on the phone like Diva and I talk on the phone, Jamila and I talk on the phone to people. You think that they not basically saying, hey, listen, I don't F with that person. Hold on, baby. Let me get it together. Hold on. No, y'all, I just threw that one up there. Hey, that's you, T Lounge?
Yes, it is.
Okay. If y'all think that's not happening, okay. But my thing is, oops, I'm sorry, baby. Let me move that banner. My thing is, that's what happened to the beef sector. Y'all want to know? They shut people out. They stopped supporting people. They sent out dog whistles, and they just decided that they wasn't going to help other people get to where they need to go. And that's fine. That's fine. But you could go help another sector and then you come over here crying about your sector. I'm just confused. But go ahead. And then they friends. So when y'all talking about organic, so when some organic shit pop off, They shut it down right away. You know why they got to shut it down right away? Because they're afraid that if they beef with each other, even if it's organic, it ain't all about that friendship shit. They're afraid if they beef with each other, they'll lose some of their subscribers. It's not that they want to be so congealed like that. It's just when you start running like that, you start gelling like that in the clique, that's what happens to you. You can't be your authentic self. Go ahead, T Lounge.
I'm actually gonna place my question in the back chat, and if
Okay.
it doesn't mind, if people don't mind talking about it, we can talk
Sure.
about it. Okay.
Go ahead. I'm just saying that I said I was gonna come down here and call it because I don't see nobody saying, hey, we know what happened. Yeah, subs behind the scene, everybody behind the scene running play. You know, it is what it is, y'all. And one thing about me, I'm gonna always come down here and be truthful. Everybody may not like it, but I am gonna be truthful. When you click with these people, when you click with these people, up with these people, and you have a problem with them, it's hard for you to have a problem out here on the platform and have an authentic organic beef because you have to suppress that. You have to hurry up and shut that shit down because y'all moving in uniformity. And that's just the truth, but it's just me. Let me read this right quick. Oh my. Okay, you want me to read this out loud? Or you, Andrea, you see? Andrea.
No, not
You want
unless
me, huh?
What that got to do with me? I ain't been over there in 2 damn
Wait,
years.
hold on. She just asking you, Andrea.
I'm just asking what that got to do with me if I ain't been over there in 2 years.
that's what I was told.
Okay, well I ain't been over there in almost
Yeah.
2
Hold on.
in 2 years. So I don't feel like I gotta answer no questions to nobody because nobody ain't paying my bills, and I ain't been over there in 2 years. I done moved around. I'm doing my own thing, and I don't gotta answer to nobody. And that's what the question I'm saying. I'm saying right now, I'm not gonna answer that question.
Okay, she don't want to answer, so we gonna let that go. Okay, Ronnie Q, they will eat a bucket full of shit from their friends and pretend it's all good to keep that fake united front and not talk about their obvious bull crap. That's true. Okay, she don't want to talk about that. But she don't want to talk about that, baby. So I can't make it. We let's move on. So,
Okay.
anywho, that's true. They will do that, and they will allow people to disrespect them, run rampant, and do whatever they want just to pretend like they have to keep that united front. But again, some people break off from them, and some people try to be independent. But I notice when people say, "Oh, I'm my own person. I'm independent," not so much. Hold it right there. I've seen that shit too when they pretend to be independent, they solo dolo, they don't do this. Nah, when they have a problem, they won't talk about it or they won't talk against certain people. They pick and choose who they want to drag all over these streets. They don't call their friends on bullshit, so they full of crap. That's what I say. I said it. I said it. I said it. They call the is bull crap, and that's what I mean by that. Y'all know what's going on with the beef sector. You guys just don't want to admit it, and that's okay. So you could continue to keep your head in the sand. But I know what she is probably saying, like, because I was thinking, what that tea lady? Oh, child, please stop. I don't know about y'all, but I get tired of the beef and hit the drill scene, fashion sector, and other content. Yeah, people go other places, baby. Okay, Queen Diva. I'm sorry, sis. What's up?
Nothing. I'm just coming up here for moral support and read the back chat and make sure ain't no BS going on up
Oh
here on
no,
the
ain't no
platform.
BS going
And
on.
making sure, because I don't want people to think that it's about them. They get up here and start talking about things that
Yeah, you say my
throwing us off track. I'm not talking to you, baby, in general. I'd like Miss Cruiser. She felt like it was about you, talking directly to her, which you wasn't. So I was just coming up for a little
No, it
more
wasn't
support to
directed
sit
to
up
her.
on it. Right. And she was taking things the wrong way. And we support Mr. Cruiser all the time.
Can
I know I do. I support a little bit of everybody.
Oh well,
Just
you
Andre,
support
you come
everybody
on,
around
I'm
here.
over there supporting you too.
Oh
Because
yeah,
that's just me. But see, but I came up here so you could read the chat too while I'm up here on the platform.
Girl, I can't.
See,
But
I
anywho,
get,
I want to
yeah.
stay right here. So Kenneth said to be independent is to move into another
Mhm.
sector and or just accept it. You don't have to move into another sector, baby. You just have to really come on here. I don't want people to think that I'm saying that, oh, you're never gonna make it over here unless you link up. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying call the bullshit for what you really see it. Andre, you admitted it. Diva, do you think what I'm saying to a certain, not because you my sister, because you go everywhere. Do you hear what I'm trying to say? They trying to pretend like
You
they don't
speaking
know.
some facts. No, you speaking facts, and I'm glad you speaking the truth because I see it. But of course,
Yeah.
I'm not a content creator. I'm a subby, so I go all over. But I understand what you're saying. You speaking
Yes,
some
Okay.
real facts.
yes.
And if you look at the chat, a lot of people agreeing with you also. Other content creators. I'm
Yeah, I
sorry. Go
know.
ahead, Andre.
Go
I'm
ahead.
going back on
I
mute.
believe, I believe, I believe you're saying the truth. Okay, this is it. Get along, and yes, in certain parts of it, yes, it is. But the thing is, me and my other friends talk about this. My other friends are in different sectors. They have that same problem. But the thing is, and this is one of a good friend of mine. I have a show with him too. You know what he said? He said, Andrea, I am not gonna sell my soul to the devil to get over here, argue and fight, and get people subscribed to my channel. I'm just not going to do that to myself. And I'm just not, I feel him. I'm going to come on here when I want to. And when I don't want to, I'm not going to come on here. And I'm going to pick and choose what I want to talk about. And I'm not going to pick and choose what I don't have to talk about. It's my channel. I'm the channel holder. And is shit happening? Yes. Like I called it out. People have said to unsubscribe to me. That shit happened. Okay. And the people that, and my other friend did that, they told to unsubscribe because I was over there. That shit really happened. We witnessed it. But the thing is, what we gonna do? I'm not gonna keep harping on it. I'm not gonna keep talking about it. We talked about it and we moved past it. That's just us. I got real shit going on in my real life. Now I'm trying to raise kids, go to college, do something like that. So yes, when I come on YouTube, I'm coming on here and just chop it up, and then I'm going to be a mom and a grandma. So yeah, when I was back in the day, when I was doing all that beef and talking, that shit was fun. It ain't fun no more. So I'm like, yes, is the shit happening? Yes, it's happening. People told people to unsubscribe. That's a shame, and I think that was unfair. But
Yeah.
what
Hey,
can you do?
Mz.Teavalocity.
What's going on, baby? Okay, thank you, sugar.
Okay. Okay, so I just have a few things to say about this topic because when I spoke on this topic initially, it was so many people who came out and act as if I was saying something out of sorts when we all see what goes on here. So I clearly stated that I don't care because my audience is going to come and they can catch my stuff on the replay. I
Mm-hmm.
clearly stated that, but they acted as if they did not hear me say that. And to go on with their analogy of you can't tell people when to do this, that, and the other. Nobody said you could tell anybody. I am clear on my audience. If they want to hear what I say, they will come and watch my video. I said that when I brought up the point. See, the thing is, they don't want you to talk about it. They want you to stay quiet about it because
Exactly.
it makes them comfortable in their bullshit. And if you start talking about it, people will start looking at it to see, like, wait a minute, I didn't notice that. Is that wait a minute, I never noticed that. See, they want you to stay quiet about it, but I am going to continue to do what I do because they continue to do what they do. And whatever I choose to talk about, that's what I'm going to talk about. My content is going to be my content. I'm not going to support anybody who does not support me. Period.
Mm-hmm.
From I made that real clear. I'm not supporting anybody who don't support me. You have
Mm-hmm.
people who will never click your link, who you have clicked their links a many a day. It's the playtime's over. You're not supporting me, I'm not supporting you. Okay, nobody hit my link. I've already done my content prior to me dropping my link. I don't have a channel where I'm supporting my content off of the hopes and backs of somebody hitting my link to make my live go forward. So I prepare for my content. Nobody hits the link. My content is over, and I go on and I end my live. See, that's how I'm working. See, because that's what I want to do. And
Right.
I'm not gonna act as if I don't see things happening.
Mm-hmm.
There was a
Mm-hmm.
content creator who actually had the nerves to put their mouth on me when I said something about it. And this person totally ended friendships because people went live at the same time that they went live, but then
I know, baby. I know.
acted as if
I
I
know.
said something out of the ordinary, like I said something
I
wrong.
know.
Child, you know, you cannot make this stuff up. I'm not here to make any grown people who act like adolescents feel comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all I got to
But you
say.
know what, Ronnie Q, you hit it on the point. I remember when you talked about it, Ronnie Q. I think what it is people really don't want to come to face reality, y'all, and what I'm saying, and that's okay too, because I'm not here to beat anyone's over the head, but I just don't know what they can't see. How can you not see that? Even though you have to be strong on your own, like I said, it's okay for Pizarro to sit there, and I'm saying her because and share people out, and go over there. You can't make people go anywhere. Once you hit 1,000, you earn your spot. You just have to earn your spot. But we do know that it's so strong over here in this area that, and I get what you're saying, because that's what I do, Ronnie Q. I just go live. Shit, I don't care. Sometimes it be only 20 people, 30 people, but I know, what that shows me is my solid 20 or 30 supporters, and the rest will catch the replay. So I don't mind it. But it's almost frustrating when you are a small content creator, and we're just talking about reality. It's frustrated, and then you have a big person go live on top of you. I know you go live anytime you want to. That's not the thing, but I'm just saying it's frustrated because if you're not delivering the mess, because we are in the drama sector, you're not delivering the mess, but you got great content and you're doing good, and people are in there, and someone bigger than you hit the live button, it draws, and shit like that is done purposely too.
Because it's okay, let's call a thing a thing. Okay, you see certain people always set reminders. It always set reminders, and then all of a sudden,
Exactly.
you know what it is. Come on, girl.
Yeah.
Like we supposed to play dumb with dummies? No, I'm not playing dumb with dummies. Not me. I'm gonna
Oh,
say
okay.
what it is, and I'm gonna mean what it say. Had bitches going out there telling people go live on top of Ronnie Q. Am I supposed to not act like that didn't happen? That happens.
See, that's what I'm saying. It
The
happens over.
emails come out where you're telling people to go live on top of me. I'm supposed to act like that didn't happen. I'm supposed to act like that's not a thing. When somebody
Mm.
get mad and say I will go live and drain your chat, so we're supposed to act like that's not a thing, that's not a tactic.
See,
Own
that's
up to your bullshit. Don't talk to me about talking about the bullshit that you're pulling.
right, right. That's
So
all I'm saying, y'all. It's definitely so. Let me ask y'all, both of y'all, since y'all up here, and let me start with Andre. So, Andrea, do you think things like doxing, calling CPS, calling the police, people blackballing you, sending out dog whistles, do you think those things possibly is stunting the beef sector? Because that's where they trying to figure out what's going on in the beef sector.
I
I
do
def-
not believe in
Wait,
touching
Monica.
any. I'm sorry.
Go
um,
ahead.
do I definitely believe that could be a part of it? Yes, I
Mhm.
definitely believe doxing, calling CPS, and like I wonder. As a foster mom, I wonder. I be thinking my question. I'm over here for an hour, and you have an audacity to call CPS. You don't know what kind of mother I am, but you think you can just call on me. That shit is fucking traumatizing to the kids. But see, when people who is not a foster mom don't know that shit, think that shit is okay. It's the audacity for me that they don't even think it's okay. Do I think that's a part of the black hole of the B sector? Yes, I do. And people losing their jobs? Yes, I do. Think that's a could be a part of it.
Go ahead, Ronnie Q. What do you think they say supposedly killing the beef sector?
I do not
opinion.
think that anybody should be touching anybody's real life or the stability of their children's, where their children are going to live over some words that they lost on the beef sector. We recently had somebody to put up a post that they were concerned because they got verbally assaulted in the beef sector. So when the implications of the laws that they had broken, I put those implications of the laws that they had broken, they quietly took that post down, and it was hush hush and never talked about it by any of the circle that they run their dingy ass around, and trying to affect a person's life. And I didn't even care for the slug that they were trying to rally troops to call CPS behind. So it's a bunch of ignorant people trying to impress more ignorant people around here. And I do not, I mean, it is the lowest of the low, the slowest of the slow, trying to impress one another around here. And see, people who have something to lose will lose everything fucking around with these idiots and their doxing. That's what I think about it.
But I see that's what I think too. That was part of killing the beef sector too, and they don't want to admit it, but they want to continue to do the same thing. I haven't seen too much doxing lately. Again, I don't know. I haven't really. I don't watch everybody, but I haven't seen too much of the doc. Oh yeah, didn't something just happen with Brooke or something? I thought I heard a little piece of that. I don't know, but I haven't seen too much of the doxing or heard too much of it because that just really turned me off. Because I don't believe that we should be interfering in real people's lives, and that's another reason why the people don't want to be over here in the beef sector, and they don't want to beef because they are touching people real lives. That's a good point. They touching people real lives when it shouldn't be. It should be left on YouTube. But I think they don't realize that the things that they really doing, they not calling out the things that they doing to kill a beef sector. And that's why people are going to other sectors. I guess it's fine if they go somewhere else, if they go somewhere else and see shit happen to them, but they don't want to see it happen to people in their own area. I guess I don't know what they do in those other sectors because I don't really visit those other sectors. This is where I'm at, and this is where I stay a lot of times. I'm just wondering if people could really see what's going on. I think all these people are building alliances and friends, and so they can't beef. They can't beef because then they start airing out. They so close
Each
that
other.
there's so much dirt with each other that they can't even fall out, and that's crazy because that's where the organic beef and the authenticity comes from. Go ahead.
Let me say this. I am an individual. I happen to come over and get introduced to
Go
the
ahead.
beef sector by watching
Mhm.
Sean Bradley and James do reviews, and then it like turned into the beef sector, and you start to watch different people, and it turned into the beef sector. So I'm not going to let anything that anybody in the beef sector sway me and my morals and my values. So this is where I'm going with it. So people can take anything wherever they choose to go with it, but I'm not going to let it sway me from being the person that I am.
Mhm.
And that's it. That's all. I don't come on here talking all my personal business. I don't do that. So if you want to get mad that people are talking about the ridiculous things that you say about your personal life, you were the one who put this on YouTube for fodder. You put this on YouTube for content. I don't do those things. So what do? They make it up. Okay, go ahead and make it up. But okay, have at it. But that's ineffective to me. I that
Mhm.
is so ineffective. So have at it. You know nothing about me factually. I don't put my personal life on YouTube. I've had people who Pizarro lied and said that I talked about the Miss O's husband. I didn't say a word about the Miss O's husband. And then she doubled down on it and insisted. And then I put out a reward for anybody to find in the video where I talked about the Miss O's husband. And then here comes the Miss O. Why she do that? I would never do that to her. Why did she do that? And then the next day, here comes Pizarro apologizing because I had not do it because she couldn't find where I did it because I had not done it. So what does D Miss O do? She lets this Karen sit up there and say all these derogatory things about my husband, and I don't put anything about my husband or my marriage out here. The only reason people know that I'm married because they may have heard my husband in the background while he's playing his game, or they may hear me reference my husband in passing about what my husband say about my dogs and what my husband calls my dog. That's all that I say about my husband. But then you got a bitch sitting up on Venus
Whoa,
O who
now
was
let's
crying. I'm sorry.
let's
You got a
let's
chick
not call them
sitting
this.
up on
There you go,
Venus
baby.
O's
Thank you.
crying like I said something, but you're gonna give somebody a whole platform and a opportunity to try to say something about my husband that the Miss O or Karen knows. Nobody knows anything about my husband. See, this is the type of lunacy that goes on here, and people give people platforms to spread this type of lunacy.
Well, again, I'm not gonna sit here. I hear what you're saying, baby. That's y'all thing. But I'm not gonna sit here and tell people who to have on their platform. And I think too, some of these people are used to attack other people. That's why I think some of these new people coming in here, they just I don't know, it seems like they use as pawns just to go attack other people that perhaps the content creator don't want to attack. You ever thought about that? There's a purpose for everything now. There's a purpose and agenda and everything. So I don't
Hello.
know. Yeah, I
Hello.
just think so. I don't hello.
Yeah, that's why. Why do
Oh,
you think they just sit up and be quiet when people sit up and spew these
yeah.
things about gay men? Why do you think that they are just given a free platform, sit there silent as they spew all this hatred against gay men and all this homophobia rants day in,
Mhm.
day out, on and on ad infinitum? Why do you think that they lend their platforms to this type of talk?
There go your well, I tell you this, like I said,
I will say this.
go
This,
ahead.
my thing is this. I will say this again. If the audience is watching it, they're gonna keep on watching it. So
Right.
I feel like if you don't like it, your obligation is to find a new channel, and that's just my own personal opinion. If let me tell you something, if I walk in the chat and I don't really like it, I'll move
Mhm.
on. I might
Mhm.
say hello for a minute, and that shit irks my spirit. I left. Just that's what I have started, but my own peace of mind.
Mhm.
That's just me.
I just think this live was about just what I wanted it to be about. People. Regina made a good point here. I'm gonna hit on this point, but I just want people to stop pretending like they don't see what happens. That's what's chapping my ass. Is you pretending like you don't see what's happening over here. In my opinion, what's killing and or killed the beef sector is mainly the continuous beef with the same people. Yeah, 24/7, 365, with shit piled on top of real, fake, and cross boundary shit. I agree with that too. Now they're hoping the beef sector will come back. This is my thing to them, you guys. I just say if you're a content creator, y'all just do your thing. Don't worry about the beef sector. But if you really a beef sector person and you have new content creators on the scene, why don't y'all just support what y'all have? Why go somewhere else and not support the people y'all have over here if you want to get it popping?
Or okay, Mz.Teavalocity, I agree with that. But what if me and my friends who are in the B sector have a conversation? What if we feel like that same play is being if people keep running the same play and that turn people off too?
That's what
Can I
that's what she just said.
That
That's what
same
can I
she just said.
sometimes
can I
you start asking yourself, is this a play or this
Is
the
this the play? Everything is beginning to look like a play.
yeah? So what if you started to ask your when you on your phone with your girl, you was like, girl, do you think that's a play? And
Yeah, yeah.
then we say, yeah, that's a play. That shit gets annoying.
can I address something?
You should.
Pizarro,
I
you're
see.
you're exactly right. I am not a victim because what happened in the end is your silly ass was the one who wound up apologizing. So how do you think that I consider myself a victim when you had to hovel on your knees and apologize for the lie that you got busted in? I will never be a victim because you're not smart enough to victimize me. Okay?
Mm, that's them doing their own thing, y'all. I'm letting it be. But I'm gonna move on to this right quick. Who?
I'm gonna
Oh, I
step down.
love.
I'm gonna step down T velocity because
Listen,
I don't want to interrupt you.
no, you're not interrupting me. Let me tell y'all something. It's not that I don't like mess and drama. It's okay. It's just certain things I don't want to be said over here because I respect y'all as being my panelists and I respect them as being my chat. So you're not interrupting me, baby. You added to the conversation. You and Just Andrea both added to the conversation. I appreciate it. Whoever y'all got y'all thing with, y'all got y'all thing with him. That ain't Mz.Teavalocity. But I don't like the bitch calling, and you backed off, so you good, baby. You good, Ronnie Q. You don't have to get down. But let's read some of these things. Dovey, you have a question? Let me drop the link, Dovey. What question do you have? Dovey ain't been feeling well. They say she got a love connection going on and she's sick somewhere. So let's pray for Dovey. Dovey, what's your question, darling? Let me read this because it's the politics of it all. That's why I'm not going to keep breaking my back with all the editing. See, that's what I'm saying, Diamond. All I wanted people to do is really step back and assess really what's going on. When they say, oh, the beef sector is dead, what killed the beef sector? We want it back. It will never come back. It will never come back because it's too many link ups here. It's too many groups. It's too many cliques. Yeah, they created plays probably before, but it's too many people that is so congealed together that they can't break away and let organic and authentic beef take place. They can't do it. They know too much on each other. All the plays they done ran. So I'm not even sure. And it ain't all just plays, just the shit they do behind the scene. And again, everyone is not behind the scenes, you guys. I'm not saying everyone is, but the you could tell the ones that is behind the scenes running plays so other people won't succeed over here. I told you they don't mind having call them dog whistles, baby. They don't mind doing the stuff that they do. And everybody see it, but everybody won't admit it. Okay, so what was your question, baby? I'm way back. What's your question, Dovey? Dovey? What's your question? Hey, Brookie Brook, what's going on? Red Afro, I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. Brookie Brook, what's going on? I hear you out there fighting too, Brookie. Dovey, your heart sick or you got your back blown out. Lord, Ronnie Q, you, Lord. Ronnie Q, you got, I thought they said Dovey wanted to come up. So, I don't know.
Well, you said she wasn't feeling well, so I
Well,
and then
you said her
start
back
talking
blown
about,
out.
and then you start talking about love connection. So I'm like,
Oh, that's a possibility.
what's ailing her? So I
Oh,
was
and
just
they
asking. It was a question.
Oh yeah, that was a good question because you know they say the Africans are Mandingo men. So and I heard she got the African thing going over there. I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying. I normally don't talk like that, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Dovey, what's your question, darling? She might have left. What Miss T say? Oh, it's up to the subs to make the content. You are absolutely right, Pizarro, and I'm not saying that, baby. That it's up to the subs to make the content pop, not the content create. Oh, it's up to the subs to make that content creators pop and not the okay. And so, do y'all think the panels? Let's talk about the panels right quick before we get out, and we'll start with you, Ronnie Q. Do you think the panels killed some of the beef sectors, part of some of the beef sector, dying, they say?
I think the panels have I think a panel has their spot in the beef sector. So Lady Nika discussed the panels today, and she personally think that the panels make her lazy. I don't. She just speaking for herself, but I think that some panels it's always good to have panel discussion on certain topics, and some panels are just mind-numbing ignorance and yelling and screaming and over talking, and you can't hear anything, so it's just like a wash. So
Yeah.
there's a place for everything and everything in its place. That's what I think about the panels.
Yeah. I think the panels are good because you do have, I think you should do at least an hour of content yourself. That's a content creator. They don't have to have a panel, but however, the panels do help out when you kind of get tired and you want your show to go on. And it's good that people have the liberty to come up sometime, and get in the mix with things. It's just that some people are targeted like that. Some people grow like that, hopping on panels, and some people add to it. And then some people take over. They just take
That's
over.
what I was
And
just
that
gonna say.
shit
That's what I was just
blows
gonna
me.
say.
And content creators need to be very, very careful. And I think it does make content creators lazy because they do walk away. They do other things, just from hearsay. And they fall asleep and they do all this shit. And you got these panelists running amok on your channel when people really come to see you as well, and you don't control. You love the panels. Okay, that's you love the panels.
I do love the panel, but I do think that, like, if you're a content creator, just like don't let your panel holder change your the content that you're doing. Or if you know that the chat is saying, look, what is she talking about? Like that kind of stuff, you reach your chat too. So I think that if they could fix that, the panel will be fine.
Ooh,
But
all that over talking, screaming.
yeah,
I just can't. I'm
yes,
like, and
yes.
it's like, it's no respect to the channel holder. And now for good television, now, and I don't do a reality, but I know you all have watched reality shows. At least, even if they scream and holler at each other at a brief moment, they have peace that they could just listen. That's you, Dovey. Oh yeah, baby, that's you. That's you. Hold on,
Yes.
Dovey. Let me move this banner. Oh, you sound horrible. How are you feeling, doll? How you doing, Dovey? Mm.
Hey, Dovey.
Okay.
But
Okay.
okay. What question you wanted to ask me, Dovey?
Okay. What I don't what I don't like is that I started my show. I told you I was calling out on my channel for 2 months, right? Said I
Mm-hmm.
was gonna do 2024. Me and the Fabulous on the road. We're gonna be 24. One thing I don't
Uh-huh.
like is because of what Pizarro sends out and says that people like I cause people to 86 themselves or call themselves or have other people to 86 them. How? When that my
What?
panel, yeah. Why? Because my panel is open to everybody. I don't pick and choose or who you love and who you want to love. My channel is open to all sexes. And I say that from the beginning. Only how that she can pull out is negative stuff that I would cause people, I and people like me, cause people. Then they had that Karen over there saying, oh yes, you see what I'm doing. I can have people to get 86, but not telling them that this person here is a gay person. That's not my business. When they first come up, we said to them, what is your sexual preference? Do you have any problem with this person or that person being gay? They would say, yeah, what are you looking for? A woman, man, a mix, a mix. Basically, this is what we ask them. Then we go on with our commentary, talking and making it fun and entertaining. That's the only thing that she can pull out. That me trying people like me cause people to get 86.
I think
Playing, you understand me? For playing games like this, but not out in the next person. When at the beginning of the show, when we talk to somebody, what's your sexual preference? You like man, woman, both, or what? We do that,
Dovey. I think what
huh?
I'm now, Dovey, hold on. I just want to say this. Now, I don't know if Pizarro will come up here and say the same thing, but I'm gonna say this. If someone is a transsexual, Dovey, and you have people on your panel that don't know that they transsexual and they talking to people and they don't know that it's a man, that could be very dangerous for that community. That community, a lot of people, that community have gotten unalive because they haven't let people know that they were
Okay.
transsexual.
Yep.
So maybe that's what she was saying. Now I don't know if she was
No,
trolling.
no. When my show
Dovey, that's
started,
true.
each and every guy come up here will be asked, "What is your sexual preference?" This, that, and other. You want man, woman, or this, that, and other? They will
Uh-huh.
say, "Oh no, I don't like woman. I don't like man. This, that, and other." But when
Uh-huh.
these two start talking,
Mm-hmm.
it already don't been said. What's that got to do with me? I'm not sending nobody on no date. This is a virtual site where you show yourself. This ain't no blind date where you get somebody hurt
Okay.
and unlive them. This is not this type of show that I put on. And I'm very,
Mm-hmm.
very offended of that. When it's asked to the person from the beginning, what is going on, what you like, this, that, and other.
Okay,
So that
Dovey.
ain't got nothing to do with me. Again, this is a virtual date. This is not no blind date for me to unlike. So I think so the difference should be made right there. What is virtual and what is blind? If a person go out on a blind date and I'm telling them something, oh yeah, she's a no offense to everybody, she's a full-blooded woman, just that is totally different. I'm not saying nobody. I don't know that this is a virtual thing. That's why everybody have to show themselves.
Oh.
That's why they have to stand up, let that whatever that person in the audience, whatever they want, if stand up, turn around. That's is what
Mm-hmm.
they do. Don't take it out of content because I done got something good. I tried this, and this is my third time around trying to do this here. Third time around trying to do this, and each time it got interfered with some kind of negative of this and that. So how could a virtual date when a person is standing up and they don't been asked? This is not no blind date. I'm not
Okay.
sending nobody on no blind date, and I don't like that. I don't interfere in her show with that girl doing it. When this girl hit her kid, and all of a sudden that no, she didn't do it. And she
What?
should go around. Then you got that Karen with that. They say that this Karen is a white one, with that she is, because she showed me her arm out.
Dovey?
But still, yeah, I as a virtual date stand up and show you this. This is not no blind date.
Dovey?
I'm not gonna tell nobody to drop their draws to show me what they holding. That's what I do.
Dovey.
Yeah.
Let me just stop you right quick because this is something personal with you and Pizarro, baby. That's not what this is for. I appreciate
No. Okay.
Come on, because you go on that Pizarro, and I get it. Now listen, just hold tight so you can hear me out, baby. So you can hear me out. I don't mind you saying what she did. Because are you saying she did that? Because let's get to the point. Are you saying she did that to stunt your growth on your show? On
Yes.
the show you was trying? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, Pizarro is here to answer for herself.
Well, that is a motherfucking lie. Okay. It was the
Go ahead.
simple fact. It was the simple fact that she had a trans up there, a so-called straight man up there in chat rock, which was the woman. They had this straight man up there, chat rock, which was the woman. They had this straight man up there.
P, you got an echo.
That's
you got
not me.
behind you.
No,
Yeah.
that's not me.
Oh, it only happened when you.
It
came
was me. I'm
That's
sorry. I'm
Queen
muting.
Diva.
I'm muting.
Oh, go ahead, P. Go ahead, P.
Okay, so it was the simple fact that the trans was up there calling chat rap and telling the dude that chat rap was actually the man, and even on this road was on the live trying to tell the dude to let him know and inform him that Tulsa is not an actual woman, that Tulsa is a trans, meaning that is a man turning into a woman. What I said is, Dovey, you was wrong because you wasn't trying to tell him that was a trans. The man was confused. He didn't know what was going on because when you got Tulsa up there calling chat rap a whole man, knowing that she is a woman, he gonna think that they both women up there calling each other men because that's what it looked like. But that's not the truth. Ernest Rowe kept trying to tell the man that was a trans. Dovey cut him off each time. She cut him off each time. So I don't understand why you trying to lie and spin this motherfucking narrative on me like I tried to come down on your show. That's not what the
Yes,
fuck
you
I
did.
did.
No,
That's not what I did. No, it's not. No, it's not. And I'm tired of you hoes blaming me for shit that y'all have going on with y'all
because you
shit.
like
Stop
that.
doing
Because
that
you
weak
do
ass shit.
stuff
All the
like
fuck
that.
y'all do is
No,
sit around here and cry and whine about some
let me
shit
try
that I
something.
motherfucking do. Go ahead,
Let
hoe.
me try
Ooh, I'm
something.
sorry, Missy. Go ahead, Dovey.
Okay, thank you
Hold
very
on,
much.
hold
Now,
on, y'all.
you're right,
Let
Dovey. Either Miss
hold on,
Dovey to
hold
you.
on,
No,
hold
when
on,
they come on there,
hold
I'm
on, hold
running.
on. Dovey,
I'm sorry. Go
Dovey.
ahead,
Let me get
T.
a hold to what's going on. Let me get a hold to what's going on. Chill. Hold on 1 minute, Pizarro. Go ahead, Dovey. Y'all, let's keep it cute. Come on, go ahead, Dovey.
When the guy come on there, I'm running all these tablets at one time, getting everybody on together, getting their question and line up. Honest roll basis is controlling YouTube. What's going on? When the guy come on there, first thing that we asked him, what do you like? Boy, girl, mix, this, that, another. She wasn't there at the beginning of the show. Honest roll, what's it free? The chat rap and the guy, chat rap and Queen Tulsa started talking, going back and forth. I do not interfere in that. Whatever that the guy wants to know, and whatever question that he wants to know, or whatever that who gets on the panel that answers God, you answer him that. When it's sitting right, I sit there. Honest, I don't cross over my partner unless my partner needs some help. My partner is telling her, saying right there. I think Honest was shaking his head, and chat rep saying that is a woman. There's a woman. Queen
No,
Tussle say
Chad, that
when they
wasn't
ask
saying
something,
that.
get her print down. I conduct people according to
No,
what they wants to be called. If Queen Tussle say that she your lady, I say this is Queen Tussle. I don't go, she's
no.
Queen Tussle, but she a cross dresser or whatever she got. No, that ain't my job. I don't out nobody like that. If she wants to be called Queen Tussle, I respect
No.
who she want to be called. Is it chat rap? Reason why I had said chat rap the dog, because that's what it was. Chat rap was a picture of a dog. Chat rap, chat the damn chef the dog. So, but for me to get up here and say, he's a cross dresser, take down your pants, and that's make sure. No, that ain't my job. I don't do that, and I would not do that. I would not out nobody like that. But I will
Can I say
respect for
something?
who you
Okay.
wants to be called. If you want to be called a woman, I will call you Miss Mary, whatever that you want to be called. And I
Okay.
conduct both of them as Miss this that's what she got. So don't come and trying to tear down my playhouse. When you went there for the beginning of the show when it started, because when it started, he came from Instagram talking. Then he came over here.
But Dovey,
So
can I
don't
say
come and try to
something?
rain on my parade.
No,
Because
Dovey.
your eye will cause people in virtual, to 86 themselves. I call themselves to get 86 in a virtual. This is not a blind date. This is virtual.
Wow, Diamond said he wasn't surprised. You know, I saw that show. Let me just tell y'all, a lot of times I keep telling y'all I'm not green. I'm not green. I saw a little bit of it, and Chat Rep was trying to tell the man when they was going, who you gonna pick or something like that, Dovey. And I'm just being honest. Chat Rep did tell the man that's not a woman, and you were shutting Chat Rep down. You was
to your
shutting
eyes.
her
I
down.
mean,
But
was
wait,
I
hold
told
on,
I'm
Dovey.
concerned. I was sitting there laughing, just watching the whole thing. And watching the two ladies. There I go, Queen Tussle, watching the two ladies go back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
If he wants to sit there, this is virtual. This is not blind. If he wants to sit there and want to correct it, and if he wants to say to chat rap, okay, if this is you a woman or you a man, I think when chat rap got down, I think so he maybe asked Honest Roll or something, and Honest Roll when chat rap got down, Honest Roll answered him. Still yet, I'm sitting right there and I'm watching everything go down, and seeing the two ladies. Queen Tussle, seeing them two go at it, it was funny. As long as not nobody else is in it, I sit back with it and let the two ladies go at it. Chat rep dropped down, and then Honest Roll answer told the man exactly who Queen Tussle was, and then Queen Tussle said, "But I'm a woman, I'm married, or whatever the comment that he puts on." That's just what that's how it went down.
Okay.
Dovey,
Yes.
Dovey, can I ask you a question? Okay, so you were aware that Queen Tulsa was
Yeah.
trans. Am I correct?
No. No, that's the first time I ever met Queen Tulsa.
No, but were
Mhm.
you aware that Queen Tulsa was trans? Is my question, Dovey.
No.
What? You didn't know?
No.
You just said that if they decide to call themselves a woman, you're gonna call them a
Call him a
woman.
woman.
If
So
she
you
said
thought
that she's
that-
a woman, I call her as one. When she come up there, I did not know
Dovey,
that she was
wait a minute.
trans.
No, hold. No. Okay,
You
Dovey.
know.
So you.
Yeah, no, I
So
did not know.
you.
Matter of fact, this is the first time I
I'm
ever met a
asking
Queen Tulsa.
you.
Now I know difference. This is the first time I ever met a Queen Tulsa.
Okay, so Dovey, hold on. Okay, so we got that answer. So now Honest Row knew and Chat Rep knew. You didn't find it important enough to let them tell you and tell this
Right.
man that she was trans, because even if it's virtual, the way that it has been going, especially in a lot of African countries,
Yep.
that is frowned upon.
Yes.
And a lot of African countries
They
do
will-
away with
Mhm.
people of that
Yep.
sexuality.
Yep.
So I think that you're missing the point that
Yeah.
even if it was just virtual, people
Mhm.
have the right to know.
Yeah.
And they felt that you shut that down. So that's
He-
what I think.
What you say? Shut what down?
Shut
What down? What did you say?
you shut Chat Rep and Honest Row down for allowing them to let this African guy know that Queen Tulsa was trans.
Right.
Well, I didn't see myself as doing that.
You did.
And again, the first time I ever seen Queen Tulsa was having a conversation was that night there. But
Okay,
again,
can I tell
when
you?
she come up there, she presented. I called them what they wants to be called. I didn't tell nobody, hey, let me see more of this, that. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna out nobody. When they ask her that,
wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. Now, why do you say you're not going to out nobody? Because you said you thought she was a woman. You never met her before. So why do you keep on saying you're not?
her before.
Why do you keep saying you weren't going to out? What? Answer my question, Dovey.
Wait, Dovey, don't overtalk her.
If she said that she's a woman, I should say she's a woman, but she's also
That's not my
man.
question. That's not my question. That's not Dovey. That's not my question. Why do you keep saying if you're not going to out the person if you did not think or suspect that it was true that she may be trans?
Right.
I didn't suspect that she was trans. I didn't
you were told that, but you were told that.
When Honest Roll and her said that, other than that, Queen Tulsa looked like a woman to me.
So there was a question. So there was a question about.
This is Queen Tulsa.
Wait, Dovey, you overtalking.
Dovey, you're saying too much about nothing.
Hold on, y'all.
No, you're saying too much, but it makes sense to you.
There was a question about her sexuality.
So don't say that. I'm trying to say something of nothing.
You're saying too much about nothing that matters about what we're trying to get to, Dovey. Nobody's trying to beat up on you, Dovey. They're just trying to let you understand that if you're going to be doing these dating shows, it may be important if somebody brings it to your attention to clarify this, because it can be very harmful to people.
I run my show, then don't come, then sue me.
That's not what she's saying, Dovey. That's not what she's saying. If you heard what they said, your partner is wrong about
She's gone. She's gone. Okay, Pizarro. Now, Pizarro, to you, I didn't say not one lie on you. So if you're tired of it, you're tired of yourself. So you can't not say anything that I said that was untrue about you. So if you're tired of what I said, you're tired of yourself. you said you're tired of these hoes always blaming you for stuff. I didn't say
Yeah,
one
that was
lie. I
so
did
dope.
not say one lie about you. So
I
if you're
didn't say
tired,
that you
you're
did,
She didn't
Rodney
say you.
tired
Q. That
of
wasn't
yourself.
towards you. What the fuck
It
is
wasn't
wrong with
for
you?
you. It
You
wasn't for you, Ronnie
you
Q.
said the
Yeah,
okay,
I
She
said
said
these.
these
That wasn't
hoes.
towards you. I came up here on
okay,
the shit that Dovey
okay.
was fucking talking about.
My bad. My bad.
Okay,
My
y'all. Come
bad.
on, come on, come on.
I accept
Come
that.
on, y'all. Yeah, she
I
wasn't talking
accept
to you.
that.
But let me tell you something, Dovey. You dropped down, but let me tell you something. Anybody who watched that show, and I told y'all, Pizarro, I told you this the other day. I'm not green. I know exactly what's happening. I was there. She was shutting them down when they was telling that African dude that Queen Tulsa was a man, that she was a trans or whatever, but they weren't using the word trans. They were saying that's a man. And then Queen Tulsa was throwing her legs up. Remember? Yeah, I was there. I saw it. So Dovey, Pizarro had a point. I don't think she was trying to diminish your channel or your show or something. She was just saying, don't do that, Dovey, because you could get somebody unalive. You could get somebody unalive. Everybody don't play that shit, especially in countries like that, like in Africa and Jamaica. And we have even heard here in the United States where women didn't trans women didn't expose who they were, and they got unalived, or either the people was embarrassing to unalive them once they did whatever they did. But it's not something to play with, Dovey. So in your game, in your love connection, nobody's knocking that. Y'all go over there and support it if you want to. Just make sure you be truthful, baby. Don't do that, because you could get somebody hurt, because these people could link up and then decide that they want to meet, and then when they meet, shit happens. So Dovey, that's all she's trying to say, I believe, and I ain't taking up. I'm just telling you the truth.
And
Okay.
then that dude was Nigerian, and
Yeah.
allegedly them Nigerians have a piece of coin, so he may
Yeah.
be able to travel, so he may be able to get here. But I digress.
Well, they have a scam going on too. Shit. Not only coins, they try to
That
take your
is what
coins.
I told her,
Yeah.
but she gonna spin that narrative into something else because that is what I said, and I also said I didn't like the simple fact that the trans was calling chat rap a man when she knows that
Yeah.
that's what she is.
Yeah. Yep. Chat Red was trying to tell them. Oh, Pizarro jumped down. Chat Red was trying to tell the guy, but they were over talking Chat Red. I saw a little bit of it, you guys. Let me tell you something. Sometimes I go in the bushes and support people, even though me and Dovey done had our little spat, baby. I let that junk go and keep it moving. But you do have to be careful with that, because everybody don't accept the LGTB, Q. I don't know the initial's name, So
Okay, Velocity, I'm going to leave now. Okay,
thank you, baby.
All right, just
Appreciate
Andrea
you.
and just Andrea.
Okay,
Okay, one thing.
Velocity, we definitely got to talk about Chris Stokes and
Yeah. So okay, so
information. Okay.
So you contact me. Pizarro wants to do it as well.
Okay.
So I'll do it with y'all. And we got to make sure, Andrea, I'm going to contact you because I want us to gather up the information so we can show the clips and then get into it.
Okay. I got some stuff. I've been doing some research. Okay. While I'm homesick.
Okay. So you should get me ready.
Okay.
I got a question. Diva, Miss Diva got a question. Come on, baby, up if you have a question or put in the chat. Is not the only country that have certain mindsets against. Oh yeah, it's plenty of countries.
Oh
But
no,
I'm just saying we know for sure.
Okay,
For sure.
Miss Teavalocity, okay. Bye, Monty Crew. Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Now I also want to bring up a point about Queen Tulsa. See, that was not my first. I didn't even watch Dovey's show. I just saw a little clip that they played of the show on someone else's channel. So, and then I recognized that Queen Tulsa right away, because that Queen Tulsa had come on another person's channel, and they were in their garage and they were talking about their husband. So it's really strange to me that these people may not be vetted and are in relationships that they're saying that they have husbands and things like that. So I wanted to ask Dovey about that, because the last time I saw this Queen Tulsa person, they were claiming a husband. So that's what I wanted to ask.
That's what somebody just
hey,
said in the chat.
Miss Diva. Oh, I didn't even see that. Yeah, okay.
Go ahead. Hey, Diva One, what's that? I mean, Miss Diva, right?
It's me. I'm a real person.
Go ahead.
Let's
I
see, you
know
got to
you're a
show your
real
face
person.
around here.
Yeah, I know
I'm a
you're a
real.
real person. How you
I'm
doing,
just,
darling?
I'm all right. I just asking the question, and as I do with my questions,
Oh, I
I done been,
know.
I've been around here since 2009, really, and then I started a new page in 11, and I done seen a plenty of stuff. I have seen a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
This is the worst I've ever seen it.
As in
I'm,
reference to what?
as for what's going on now in the beef sector, I mean, everybody, well, not everybody, content creators are just that, content creators, and they have the right to create whatever content they want, correct? Long as they're not violating any YouTube rules or doxing people and all the rest of it. But do they not have the right to create whatever content they want?
You right. I
Okay.
agree. Mm-hmm.
Now, and we as subscribers have the right to sit and watch or tune off and go find something else to watch, correct?
Exactly. You right.
Okay. So first, you want them gone. And then when they're gone, you want them back. And then you want them gone again. And then you want them back. And now they like, we tired. We don't want to come back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not understanding.
I'm not sure.
I mean,
you want
I'm saying, you know, I'm just, let's just put it out there. They hound that woman, they hound that woman, they hound. I'm just going to use Bizarro. They hound that woman, they hound that woman. They got her channels taken down. They flagged her here, they flagged her there to get her off. And then when she gone on about her business, then they reeled her back out. Then she come on back out. If she want to do a panel show for the 12 people that don't want to watch it, it's about 300 other of us that sit there and enjoy it.
Okay.
And they doing the panels, and it's so long. And well, you know what? The panels are just like the news. If you don't want to watch 3, you got 5, 13, 24, 30, BNC, and a whole lot of other. I don't understand all this whining and crying and complaining. If you don't like it, find something else. But now we got to be ass kissers and pucker uppers and the get along gang. Why? Because these people choose not to play with you. They done got tired. Everybody get tired. Even the dog get tired. You keep picking with a stray dog gonna bite you in a minute.
So are you directing that towards me and Ronnie?
Oh no, I'm just saying. I've been saying this for a while.
No,
I've been saying this for a while because I don't understand it. Why? I've been asking this. Why is everybody whining and complaining? So if you don't like, because actually I thought you liked panels, Mz.Teavalocity. I said I didn't know panels bothered you, but it's been so many people complaining about panels, and it's been
Did
going
you
on for
hear
a while.
what we said about panels?
Wait, did you hear what we said, Diva? Yeah. Or did you red ball?
No,
Okay,
this isn't towards y'all too. I'm just asking this in general.
Hold tight. You said Mz.Teavalocity. You can name my name. You said I thought you liked panels.
Yeah, I did. When you was asking me, was I directing my question towards you? My question is not directed towards you and Ronnie Q. It's just a general question. It's not directed to anybody.
I never said that I didn't like panels. Is that you, Brookie?
Yes, it's me.
Hold on. Diva One, I never said that I didn't like panels. Let me make this clear. No.
Yeah.
I
don't want my question, my statement is not towards you, anybody up here. I'm just putting it out here in general.
So we like panels. We don't like when people are over talking. How would you like, okay, say for instance, I've seen you interact and everybody's over talking you and they yelling. You can't get your point across. You don't like that. That can't be a good filler, right? Hold on.
It gets irritating because I know I can overtalk people. So I'm not gonna just down the person. What I do when somebody overtalk me, and I just put the phone down and walk away until they calm down. But that's me.
Okay, so what we were saying is nothing wrong. The panels add to the show, but a content creator has to be able to hold their own show. You can't just let a panel run amok. It's very overwhelming. If I'm trying to hear Ronnie Q's point, and Brooke is over talking and you over talking, Ronnie Q can't get her point out. To me, that's not good for a show. That's just me. I don't like over talking, and I'm not a panelist person, but I do like the panels. But I just don't think that they should be controlled. The content creators should be controlled. I don't think that they shouldn't be controlled. You got me, Diva?
No, I got what you're saying, and like I said, my statement wasn't towards you or Ronnie Q. I've been seeing this and reading this and hearing people complain about this for months. This isn't just a overnight occurrence. People been
No.
complaining. Me, I'm a Jerry Springer person. I've been watching Jerry Springer and all them shows since they first came. They came in Deception. So all the over topping, the hooping and the hollering and the screaming, it's actually noise in the background for me when I'm doing homework. I deal with kids all day. The noise that they do on the panels is nothing compared to the noise I hear all day. But I mean, I'm like kids, I have selective hearing. The only thing I'm saying is, if you don't like a person, and I know it ain't gonna work that way, you sit here and you drag them. And Nika made a lot of good points. Folks get tired of getting doxxed and get tired of going to court for unnecessary stuff. Folks get tired of that. That's taken from their normal life. And it's like, okay, now since Pizarro, and I hate to keep using Pizarro, but that's basically Pizarro and Bree and Nika and them that took their toys and went home. Now we the get along game. Now we the pucker up game. Now we the this. And it's like, what do you want? Because I chose not to fight with you no more. Now I got to be this, that, and the other. That's the stuff I don't understand. Because you complain about this panel, but you over there watching that one and on that one. See, it's stuff like that that kind of throws me for like a loop. And it's like, well, what do you people want?
Let me tell you. Let me say something.
I hear what you're saying, baby, but I think you missed what was going on. So I'm gonna go.
My question wasn't towards y'all. That's what I'm saying.
I know, baby. I know. Go ahead, Ronnie Q.
I just want to add something real quick. Okay, so it's a good, healthy argument. Your point and my point, we may have different points, but if it's just argument and it's just voices and you cannot distinguish one point from the other point, and that's when I do check out, because what is the point of me? And everybody has their right to check out on things that they don't like. I mean, like, what adds to a panel is different ideas, different viewpoints. I like that. So we were saying that there are places for the panels, and some panels are good. Some people bring things to the panel and make people see things another way, that open up minds to another perspective of how people look at things. But when it's just over talking and you cannot even understand not what one person is saying, it's just like, so that is like when I check out. So, and then I may come back later. If it's a 3 or 4 hour live, you can come back an hour later and it may have settled down. So, it is what it is.
But see, what you just said, Roddy Q, that's how I see it. That's how me and you on the same page. When it get too noisy, shit, I have to turn it off and go somewhere else, and they're gonna be on 3-4 hours. I'll be right on back over there. I mean, yeah, like I said, they say I'm a panel killer. Everybody's a panel killer if it's somebody you don't like. But all the striking, and that's what that is what got me. All the striking, striking, getting channels taken down, doxing and all that. And then when a person sitting here and say, okay, I'm done, I'm finna go into my hole, then it's now we getting drugged through the streets, and you the get along gang, and you the puck up game. And what happened to the beef sector? Folks got tired of the foolishness. That's all I was asking. I mean, you can't have both ways. Not y'all per se, but the people out here. You can't have it both ways.
I think that's how a lot of us see it, Diva One. We're with you, baby. I think a lot of them, because we all have the liberty to check out when, but I just think we like the panels. I think it's not good when everybody's screaming and yelling and over talking, because then we can't really hear no good drag or something like that, because you over talking, people mics are messed up. Brookie, what's going on, baby? Welcome to the show, Most Hated Brooke.
How you doing? Hello, everybody on the panel. I had wanted to just comment about the Dolby thing, and I can see where everybody may be getting like like concern in reference to the safety of the individual Queen Tulsa. But to be honest, that it's not Dolby's job to display that information. It's Queen Tulsa's job to make sure that she displays that information when she's being involved in things like this. Now, what I can say is, going forward, I don't think Dobie should continue with doing what she's doing, but Dobie should also now going forth just make some kind of announcement and just put it out there that she's not responsible for nobody's preferred sexuality, whatever. That information would have to be disclosed, between the people who are choosing to date. Because I understand where both parties are coming from, but that would be kind of crazy if Dobie were to say that, or for anyone to kind of say, well, how you gonna tell somebody what I am? That's not your job to tell that person who I am. Even though it's unsafe and even though it shouldn't happen, it's still not, it's still not right. Queen Tulsa should have made that point and said, hey, I am a trans woman and this is what I'm interested in, versus letting people just trying to out her and things like that, because that's exactly what it's looking like on, from
Brooke,
where I can see.
Brooke,
I think it
you
was more
responsible.
so.
Hold on. Let me, Brooke. As a
Yes.
channel holder, you are responsible. I keep getting tired, and not directly at you, baby, of people saying I'm not responsible for what people say or do on my channel. You are responsible for that. Do you know that if Coke put Pepsi in the Pepsi bottle and it's Coke and somebody drink it and realize it's Coke, they can sue Coke? So I know that analogy is kind of crazy, but you have to say she can do a little she could do like a little survey type thing. Do you prefer this? We have transsexuals or something like that. We have gay men. What's your preference or something? You do have to reveal that. That's bad. She can get
But
somebody hurt
but
doing
that's
that.
what I was saying though. That's what I was saying. Like, I don't think she probably thought that that would have been a big issue, but now that it's came up and it's gone, going forth, she can make that
She would have to, baby. So but here's the deal. Here's the deal. Dobie pretended like she didn't know, then she backpedaled and no. And I'm just not gonna say. So she got mad and she left the platform, and that's okay. But right is right, wrong is wrong. Now, when we talk about supporting each other, now I just want to go here too. When we talking about supporting each other, looking out for each other, it's it was okay for Pizarro. I don't know how Pizarro did it because I didn't hear Pizarro do it, but it was okay for her to tell Dobie that's wrong. That's wrong, Dobie. You could get somebody unalive for that. Okay.
And I think that I do think that that was showing her some support and not getting her in trouble.
Right.
And
Right.
what I don't understand is that I could understand it if this Tulsa woman did not live her life out loud. But see, the fact that everybody who knows of her
I knew of
knows
them.
that she lives her life out loud. So
I knew of
yeah,
them.
there was that about it. It's not like she was a closeted person.
Right.
So
I'm
I
sorry,
get what
my
Brooke
mic.
is saying. I get what Brooke is saying. Dovey is I can't understand if Dovey did or did not know. She said she didn't know. And like you said, she kind of backpedaled because she kept on saying it's not her responsibility to out somebody. But if you
Right.
yeah, I get it. I get
Even
it.
if you use
Did
those
we?
words, you're aware. Hold on, Brookie. Even if she used that terminology, you are aware what's going on. Okay, go ahead, Brooke.
Yeah, I'm sorry. A phone call had came through and knocked my mic
Mhm.
out. But yeah, so I don't know, because like I said, I understand both. I understand exactly where the frustration is coming from like Pizarro and Ronnie Cube and all. I understand that part. But then too, like, if I put myself in Queen Tulsa's shoes, right? And I think I not that I had a problem, but I'm thinking about it on the other end of the spectrum. Like, well, dang, would I have wanted her to know that I was a trans woman? Or if I wanted her to reveal that information, I think Dobie may want to go look at some because there's a few online dating things that you can see like the connections and look at their disclosures and just disclose before she start her show. She could do it in the middle and then she could do it at the end, just so that people are aware. Hey, listen, it's you guys, once y'all start to begin to talk, this has to be revealed, and that kind of takes her out of it if something happens, because it's very dangerous. And y'all are absolutely correct. In certain countries, that stuff is not
It is.
tolerated, period. It can get you, you ain't even got to touch the person for it to get
Right.
you hurt, you know?
Right.
Can
Right.
But I
can
don't
I
think,
answer what? Was
yeah,
I
I don't
watching
think
the
Miss
same
Dobie,
show y'all was watching?
no, what I'm saying is I just don't think that she did it like intentionally. Like even if she did know, I don't think she understood exactly the issue with it, like how we see, like how
Look,
some of
Brooke,
us see.
Brooke, can I
Yeah.
ask you a
She was
question?
laughing. Go
Did
ahead.
you see the show, Brooke? Because
You
there's
know,
okay, T
I did.
Velocity.
I'm gonna go and
Yeah,
look at it.
T
I'm gonna go and
Velocity
look at
just
it.
said she was laughing about it.
She was
So
Oh my
That's
God.
what I was
okay,
gonna ask. Was we watching the same
No.
show?
no
Because
I
she
this.
was stopping the individuals from telling that man.
Right,
So
right,
for
okay,
her to
okay.
get here and say she didn't know,
right.
I
So
mean, that's
okay,
why
so
I said,
now
was this another show?
now I get okay, so now I get where the issue is coming from because I
Yeah,
did not see it. I
yeah.
just thought that she just went on regularly. But if y'all saying that she knew and she was trying to stop them from telling the man what was going on,
Mhm.
then I could see where you guys are
Yeah,
making
she
it a
was,
point.
baby. And she was
Yeah.
laughing when they were trying. I saw a little bit of it because what happened is chat rep had spoke about it. And then I went over to chat reps. I went over to Joey's to see the show when she said she had met a man and stuff. I said, well, let me go over here and just watch a little bit. Now, just so happened a little bit that I saw, they were trying to say that the Tulsa was a trans woman or whatever. And Dovey was laughing, shutting it down. And Honest Row kept trying to interject, and Dovey kept shutting it down. So she was well aware of that. And that's not good. So if Pizarro said anything, to me, she would have helped her instead of trying to hinder her. Dovey took it like Pizarro was trying to take her show down and stuff like that. So I don't think that was the case there.
But see, this is the
Right.
thing,
That's
and this is my
understandable.
opinion. This is what has this my opinion.
Hold
It's
on,
stuff like this
hold
that
on, Miss
destroys the
Eva. I
beef
gotta
sector.
drop down. I just wanted to say thank you. I didn't want to
Thank
cut
you,
you off.
baby.
I gotta drop down. Well, thank you for letting me come
Thank you,
up.
Brittany.
Y'all have a good.
Thank
I'm gonna go
you.
back in the chat.
Okay.
All right.
To
Good.
me, to me, this is what done broke. See, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna get off, and I'm probably gonna get drugged for saying this. See, when you come up here with mess and the mess backfire on you, you quick to want to blame somebody for how your panel turns out. And Dobie's not the only one. I've seen a couple of them.
Mm-hmm.
You thought that was funny. You thought that was cute. It wasn't funny and it wasn't cute.
Nope.
And you quick to want to blame. And I'm gonna say it. I'm sorry. I don't give a damn. Forgive me, Mz.Teavalocity, because I
Oh,
call this
go
my
ahead.
piece
Go
in the
ahead.
battle. I be
Go
over
ahead.
here all the time. I just don't never drop down.
Just go ahead, Diva.
Karma is to me, karma's a redhead bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Dovey, stop blaming people for your downfall. You do it to yourself.
Yeah.
Stop blaming Pizarro. You did it to yourself. That wasn't cool and that wasn't right. Now, they're going to say I'm a gay activist and all that, but like y'all said, there's people out here that got killed for little simple stuff like that. That's not cute and that's not funny because you were trying to dog chat rap out. See, that's to me, that's what has destroyed the beef sector because it's went from gags and dragging to being malicious and just evil with it. And then you want to be evil, and then when somebody bite back, then you want to play a victim. Not saying Dover, but they do that. You want to pick, and if somebody hits at you, and they did this and they did that, but I thought you had your big girl and boy panties on in the street fighting yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the beef sector is destroyed. I just think it needs some fine tuning.
How would you fine tune it? And we go get with that. See,
Yeah, and I'm gonna get on off here. I appreciate you, Miss Eva.
Hold
To
on,
me,
no problems. Let's hear Subby's point of view. How would you fine tune it, Devo?
oh, you talking? Oh, you asked me or you say sub?
I asked you, baby.
Oh,
Oh, you a content
okay.
creator, Miss Devo?
No, I ain't no content creator. Cause see,
I
I actually I do I would love to, because I'm big on showing stuff when it comes to kids in sports and majorette and all that stuff, but these folks do too much.
Okay, so they do too much.
People need to get back to if this is the beef sector, it's the beef sector. It's not the doc sector, it's not the go to court sector, it's not the wine sector. If you're not strong enough, one thing I can respect about Nika, James, Sean, Shelley, a couple of other ones, attorney, they got out here windmill and then they went on about their business. You didn't hear none of them crying. You didn't hear none of them whining. They didn't take this stuff personal. They got out here, cussed somebody out, went on about their business. Now you got people that's coming in here. You want to drag this one, and the minute somebody say something to you, I'm going to court. Oh, I'm gonna get your page taken down. If you are not built for this, get up out of the beef sector or stay in the clouds. You already know what it give over here. You can't come over here and sit here and say, well, I like this one drag, but no, you wrong for dragging. Well, both of them both said, bitch, so how you gonna like one and not like the other?
So
Because at
everybody
the end, this is for entertainment purposes only. And I had to learn that with my own feelings. So that's just my opinion, but hey.
Thank you, baby girl. So everybody over here have to fight and drag and gag and beef and all that stuff. Diva, you believe that to be over here in the sector?
No, I don't believe it has to be, because it's never, I mean, before it was even named a beef sector, they'll get out here, do their content. A couple of individuals will have a little argument. They'll get out there and cuss each other out, and they gone on about their business, and everything was all good. But it's like it's then got, I don't know, just, I ain't gonna say dog, it's just vicious. They want to fight all the time. The people always talking about the OGs. I don't even think they really understand and know the OGs. As for Sean James, nigga, Sean them didn't fight like that all the time. They had their little risks, but they did their little content. Sean was doing his Real Housewives reviews. James did his reviews. Nika did her story time. And then some will pop off and they get out there and go to windmill, and then they went on about their business. But now it's like, you want folks to fight all the time. And if you can't find a fight, you're going to make a fight. And if you can't make a fight, you're going to lie about a fight. And then when this person don't want to fight, then they weak and stuff. It's like, I don't know.
But
I don't know.
I'm so confused, because that's exactly what they saying, darling. They want people to beef, and people don't want to beef because they became friends and they moved together in a unit. You know, I've heard people, I mean, the people don't want to call it what it is, and I'm about to end the show. But people don't want to call it what it is. They can't fight and they can't beef, not because they tired, because they don't want to fight the new beef that is trying to come in. They don't want to fight them, the people who they don't went and visit and invited them over here. They don't want to fight them. They want to continue to fight each other, and each other, all of them is tired of fighting each other. You know what I'm saying? So, and you have new people here that they don't support. So it's hard for you to branch out and to grow and to continue to be the beef sector that way, because too many people have become friends and cliques and groups and stuff like that. And whether y'all want to admit it or not, that's really the problem over here. See, if I run with Ronnie Q and me and Ronnie Q do something, this just it, and Ronnie Q and I go behind the scenes and we do something, and she know the dirt I did, it's hard for me to fight against Ronnie Q, because she gonna spill my dirt. And I don't want my dirt out there. You ever think of that sometime?
Well, I'm like this. I'm like this. Always be prepared for your business to get out in the street if you tell somebody. Because a secret is only if it's kept to yourself. Because at any time, your business can get out there in the streets. So if you don't want your business in the streets, don't put it out there. I got people I'm 51. I got people I've been friends with since we were 4. We went to preschool together, had our kids together, partied together. It's stuff about me they don't know, and it's stuff about them I don't know. You keep your business to yourself. That way you ain't got to worry about your business getting out there.
I don't think it works that way, but thank you, baby. I don't think it works.
You don't think it works that way, Miss Trevor? No. Absolutely. You just don't put everybody's not supposed to know everything about you. If we can be friends, but I'm just not gonna tell you my intimate secrets. I take that to the Lord in prayer.
I'm not talking about that.
Yeah.
No.
And then when it comes to dirt and stuff, I'm just a big firm believer in karma coming back. I'd be scared karma gonna get me.
Together.
Yeah, but they still do dirt. It don't matter if it's karma. They think that they protected in groups, so they think they got it covered. So it's not about the karma that you believe in. It's the dirt that they doing together.
Right. So how can they go against each other? Like when, so when beef spout to pop off between certain people, they shut that shit down. But no, you need to let it go. Be organic, be authentic, let it flow. But you can't let it flow, because then all your dirt will be out there, because y'all all doing dirt together. And that's all I'm going to wrap it up and say. Diva One, I think you missed the good part of
Miss Trivalocity, you know how the game go now. I know what y'all saying, but I'm just like,
okay. But is it fair when they say the beef sector is dying down, and the beef sector is dying down, and new content creators don't want to be, they not here, they not going live because is a reason they see what's going on, so they don't even bother to come out here and deliver their content. And we was just saying, as a whole, you have to somewhat support. You can help get somebody to 1,000. They have to do their own thing. So I don't know. I just think we're going, not we, because I don't, but people are going to other areas wanting to watch them fight, contributing over there, and then they come back over here and they don't want to fight, or they don't want to fight those people that they don't win over there and that want to come over here and fight them. They don't want to do that. They just want the B sector to dry up. Okay, that's it in a nutshell.
But this is everything has a turn.
Thank you for having me, T-Velocity. Thank you for having me. I gotta step down. Bye.
Go ahead, baby. Ronnie Q, I appreciate you very much. You jumped down quick.
I'm gonna get down to it. Miss Trivia, I always look, like I said, I call this my piece in the valley.
Thank you, baby.
I love it. But
let me tell you something, Diva One. I've been watching, I've been seeing you for a long time. Every time I hit the scene, okay? Ever since I hit the scene. So I'm familiar with you, Diva. I appreciate you coming up here, love. And that's nothing bad. I'm just saying I know you, Diva.
That look, whatever it is, that's me. Because at the end of the day,
I know you. I don't want you to
No, I'm saying I got it. I promise you, and I ain't ashamed to tell nobody I got in my feelings about one person on here. And that was, like I said, it was an emotional thing, and it's still emotional. But this honestly for me is my piece in the back. This is noise in the background when I'm doing homework. Because you never know what a person is going through. And here, YouTube has gotten me through a lot of stuff. Get me through something else. Look at J Don. I'm finna go. I love you, Mz.Teavalocity. I love y'all in the chat. Love you.
I came up here for you, Diva One.
What you want, J Don? I just got a phone with my daughter.
Well, I was just going to tell you, even back in the day with all the original people, it was mess and stuff like this coming out. That was somewhat ruining the sector even back then. Remember last year on James's how that mess came out when BS ended up revealing to Shelly that Nika was the one that gave her all of Shelly's kids' information and stuff.
What did I tell you about that, J Don? Didn't I tell you stop it?
Stop what?
Stop it. Don't do that when I'm on, girl. Well, yes, it had problems back in the day, but it never like lingered. This is like a lingering.
Well, because I heard you talking about people need to keep secrets and all this, but even from way back when, secrets coming out, and them secrets been from like 5
what I said is, if you don't want your business out, only time a secret is a secret when you keep it to yourself.
Right.
It's no longer a secret when you tell somebody. That's what I said. A secret is only a secret when you keep it to yourself. Well, it's no longer a secret when you tell somebody else.
Ladies, JD, what's happening, baby girl?
Nothing. I'm in the clouds listening, but I was just listening to Diva One because it sounds like a lot of the parts, and even with you, Mz.Teavalocity, that you think too many talking behind the scenes is what's causing the beef sector to go away. But even back in the day, they used to talk behind the scenes and stuff. So I mean, I don't see nothing new. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's a little different, but I don't know. From y'all was here before me back in the day. From what my observation since 2018. The end of 2018, things has changed, and I do see groups and cliques, and I think it's hard for new content creators to come up because if you're not part of that group, or you don't follow them, or you don't engage with them, they don't fully support you. Now, some shout out, some share, but again, you won't get support from them if you're not, jumping up and down. And that's my stance, and I'm sticking to it, darling. You know what I'm
talking about. I can understand where you're coming from, but
y'all understand me as well. Y'all understand.
You just got to. But at this day, to me, and I'm thinking out here right now, it's panels. Seems like every channel I go to, and I'm all over the place. I mod and sports channels. I'm here. It seems like everything has a turn. Right now, it's panels. It's gonna die out. Before panels, what they had to call-ins. before the call-ins. I forgot what else, but it's like stuff comes in seasons. This is the season of panels. Who knows what's going to be next season?
Diva, I want you to watch, when you get a minute, just watch the beginning of the show. It wasn't about panels. No, it wasn't about panels at all. That was just one question that was asked. It wasn't about panel. It was about growing people and different people clicking together and hanging together. See, I think you missed a lot of it, but so you just came on that part. It wasn't about panels. There's nothing wrong with panels. We like panels. We all said we like panels. I just don't like over talking and the screaming and the yelling sometimes that you can't hear. That you can't hear the other person, even if they was roasting, gagging, and dragging, right? You do want to hear how Jay done drag you and then Diva come back and drag her, because that's the same as without panels. If you talk about me on your channel, right, Diva? You talk about me on your channel, I watch you, and then I come back and talk about you. That gives the audience an opportunity to go back and forth and enjoy the drags and hear the drags. When you over talking everybody, screaming and yelling, you got one or two people taking totally over the platform, taking over the show, interjecting, interrupting the host and stuff. To me, that's the panel I don't like. But we didn't say we didn't like panels, baby.
No, this, like I said, Mz.Teavalocity, that wasn't towards you. I always say, I've been asking that question for months. But you know what? Why you know what? Now, something that could correct that one, something that could correct it. The channel holder, when you got somebody that's over talking, just turn their mic down.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But you know that ain't gonna happen because
that ain't always happening. There you go, Diva. That's why I said people will be honest and listen to this live in its totality and just be honest with themselves. There was some very, very valid points here. You know, I even talked about the OGs tired of fighting with each other. I talked about them not being respected when they paved the way. So I talked about a lot of things, baby. You just came in at a certain point, and listen, you are respected and your opinion is respected over here, baby. No problem.
I love you. I love you, and I love.
I'm about to go as well, but I just wanted to make that point. It's so many secrets that's been all around this sector from its inception. Is all I'm saying. So, because I think our overall point in this show is what is causing the change within the sector, what is causing the B sector to not really be the B sector anymore. That was the point of what she was trying to get at. Right. And so that's all I was trying to say.
Thank you, baby. That's what I was saying. I was just trying to get at that point. We see what's happening. People don't want to call a spade a spade. Thank you, JD. And that's why I said, Diva, I don't think you watch it, else you may agree with me somewhat and maybe not. And that's okay, because we all are, you know, respected for our own opinions and perspective. And what we see formulates our opinion and perspective, right?
Right. I said I agree with everything y'all said. It's just the whining part of it. I just can't. Maybe I just don't deal with it. Just don't deal good with wine. It's the whining, and the whining, and it's like, oh God, why are you whining today?
Well, one day I want you to come back and join me. I gotta really go, but I want you to come back and join me and tell me what you think whining is. Is whining people expressing their opinions? Because we all have one, or is whining you? What do you call whining? Damn, I gotta wrap this up. What you call whining?
Go ahead, Mz.Teavalocity. I'll come back. I come back.
Okay, thank you.
Because you know, this is the first. I've asked this question for about 3-4 months. This is the first time I've been able to get into it and have a dialogue. I hate Ronnie Q left because I like listening to Ronnie Q. She be breaking stuff down, and I like listening to you. You get it. Stuff. I said this the peace in the valley over here, but I'm finna go because I know I got on everybody's nerves. No, I love you, Mz.Teavalocity.
Baby, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you joining.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Now, I'm about to wrap it up. Again, our observation form our perspectives and our opinions. My perspective is what I see here. I don't sugarcoat shit. I always tell y'all, hey, I'm straight honest. You know, they got this video on the yellow. I might have cussed before 30 minutes, but I don't care. I'll fix it. My perspective is my perspective. Everyone is not going to agree with it. Everyone has the liberty to do whatever they want with whatever I said today. That don't bother me, because you have to understand, truth is truth, facts is facts. It's not like people don't see certain things. Now, I don't know if they're afraid to call a spade because they don't know what hot water they get into. I'm not worried. I'm not in an alliance. I don't run with a unit. So I'm always going to be independent and do my commentary the way I want to do my commentary. A lot of people will understand and some won't. But I appreciate everyone for stopping by tonight, swinging out with me. Thank you, Stephanie, so much. You're in there, baby, engaging. I appreciate it. And some people may take it wrong. That's why it's bad when people just come in at the middle and only hear a certain thing. It got a little tense here tonight, and that's okay, because stuff like that happened. But, we have to reel it back in so everyone could be heard. And that's what happened. Again, I respect the people who do share out, people who do support people, because I know that as content creators that get frustrated because they don't get the support. It's nothing for you to give someone a subscription and go on about your business and let them go ahead out there and swim and make it on their own. You don't have to always throw them an anchor. Let them either swim or drown. That's how life is. You either swim or drown, point blank, period. You guys, thank you so much. Make sure y'all hit that like button. I'm sure there's a lot going on over here, but I sure appreciate y'all for joining me. And I'm going to close with this. And I got to connect this, y'all. Just give me a minute. But I feel the need to keep saying this. And this is in support too. If your king's crown, help us. To your princes and your princesses, they are our joint heirs. They are our future. They are looking to inherit something other than mess, stress, and drama. And as always, be a blessing. It doesn't take much to bless someone. A simple hello, how are you? You look beautiful. Oh, I love that suit you have on, sir. Can I give you a couple of dollars to buy you lunch today? I'll hold that door. Oh, I love your smile, ma'am. You look so beautiful. We don't know what people are going through. Simple, kind acts help and go a long way. With that being said, you guys, I'm going to get out here, and I appreciate y'all joining me. I got to hook these together.